Well, well, well. hmm You know who this is. And I'm gonna stop by here very quickly because I want to address some things. And excuse my background. I'm doing a lot of stuff, printing out a lot of stuff for my classes, making sure y'all can't see shit. Try to zoom in if you want to. You can't see shit. Anyway, so I want to stop by here very quickly. I wanted to talk about something that I think is very important. It's not really important, but of course, my people send me emails and stuff. I like to address things. So, first of all, we want to go into um, the blue light activation. Okay, I received so many emails about that, asking so many questions. Some of them were the same questions, and I want to answer one particular question. Okay, what else could you tell me that will make me curious or make me want to join? It was worded in different ways. Either way, so one of the things that we're doing with the blue light activation is we are going into past life regression, or we're going into a past life regression to where we're going to use your past life regression to help heal any current blockages. Because, of course, once again, you live in this life to work on some things that you've possibly did not complete in your previous life, and that's why you're here living. So, yes, that's one thing we're going to go over. And of course, if any other questions are asked before that time frame, we'll jump into it, or I'll answer those questions. So, second thing, I received some emails because, of course, when I say stuff, people will speculate who I'm talking about. And I didn't even know. I guess, birds of feather flock together. I guess when one basic ass, bummy ass bitch got one thing to say, I guess they all do. I guess it's a collaboration of the fucktards. But anyway, so of course, last night I was kind of going into something about people bringing up, something about the LGBT. I won't get into that. But of course, because I have people that are younger, that are, having issues, not having issues, but they're discovering who they are as a trans person, and or people who are possibly gay or lesbian, and they send me emails, they interact with me. And of course, as I said before, this channel is about spirituality, but because I am a spiritual person that's in the LGBT community, I think it's also I have the responsibility to talk about certain issues to where people out there that are younger, that are going through some stuff and they're trying to find themselves, may become discouraged by watching other stuff online. I think my job is to help keep them positive and motivated to where they don't pay attention to that shit and truly honestly focus on themselves and their life and what is that they're trying to truly be. So going into that, I always say there's a lot of distractions, there's a lot of messed up stuff. And I want to say this before I even go into this, because a lot of my supporters, especially on this channel, are females. Okay, so I want to first of all say this: I congratulate, or should I say, kudos to those, and much love and respect for those of you out there who are female and you identify as female, and you also identify as heterosexual, and or just so happen you're possibly a natal born female. Congratulations to that, for you not getting caught up in the bullshit and coming for the queens and you butch queens, femme queens, LGBT, q you just being secured and confident in who you are. And even going into this, because a lot of people don't know this, a lot of clients that come to me for spiritual services that are natal females, and I just hate using shit like that, but I just feel like for people to understand exactly where I'm coming from, I have to use labels and stuff, but I really do, and I'm telling you this straight up. I hate using labels with a passion. I hate saying cisgender, natal, trans, Q, all that. I'm sick of that shit. It's stupid. At the end of the day, even going into race and shit, that shit is stupid to me. I'm not going to look at someone because they're white, black, Hispanic. It doesn't matter. But of course, for the sake of the stupidity of modern day society, you have to have these labels. You have to speak about, you have to address things by a certain title, or, it's offensive and just as stupid. But anyway, going into that, a lot of these clients have come to me for spiritual work who are, heterosexual native born females. They have actually had situations where their husband was caught having an affair with a trans woman, or they possibly thought that their man had some gay tendencies. And of course, they've never disrespected me. They've never disrespected the LGBT community in any way, shape, or form. They never said anything disrespectful. And even going into their energy, it's a very natural thing. And I always say this: it takes a lot of maturity and a lot of growth to have an experience with a certain type of person, or a certain type of person who just happen to be a part of a certain community. And for you to still see that community as a separate entity from the person who done you wrong, that takes a lot of growth and a lot of power. And unfortunately, in society, you have that. You have people that were done over by Black people and think that all Black people are bad. You got people that were done over by gay people, trans people, lesbian people, and they think that all of them are bad. And like I said, that's an unfortunate thing, but that's a reality. So going into that, the people that have hit me up about that, and we've talked about that, like I said, kudos to you all. And even, people who have not hit me up for spiritual services, but we interact, who are heterosexual, natal born females who don't really get into that old bullshit that, people out here trying to spin and shit. Because like I said, when it comes to spirituality, you have to take out all that physical stuff, whether or not that person is interested in penis or vagina, or whether or not they choose to live their life in whatever way they want to live their life. It does not affect you in any way, shape, or form. That is a spirit which is genderless, raceless, and sexless. And like I said, it takes a lot of power and a lot of maturity to see that. But going into that, a lot of these people out here are under the assumption, and I'm going to say two things because, of course, it's my opinion. It's what I've witnessed. All my friends that I've had my whole life have been heterosexual, cisgender females. And even going into, having some, gay friends or trans friends and having experience of that. So I've seen it all. Going into that, I noticed that a lot of women that are insecure with who they are as a woman, okay, because that's where it starts at. And that could be from daddy possibly doing some things to you. That could have possibly been mama, or mommy doing some things to you, disrespecting you, calling you out your name and stuff. Because of course, going into verbal abuse, that stirs up a lot of stuff. But you are that female, that type of female, not really liking who they are, will necessarily have issues with, or will have issues with other women. For one, they can't keep or get friends unless it's a hateful type of situation. But when it goes into the LGBT community, they're okay with the butch queens. They're okay with, their gay guy friends, because they don't see it as a competition. They don't see it as a threat to their existence. Because in their mind, they're like, bruh, there's no way the man I get is gonna want you. But when it comes to the trans woman, and it's stupid that we were talking about this, but when it comes to the trans woman, it's a whole nother story. It becomes a competition. And that's really a nigga, and that's really a man. And of course, like I said, it doesn't offend me. I can care less because I know where that comes from. I know where it comes from, that you're a battered woman. And I also know that it comes from a place of hate, that you see me as a threat in whatever way that is. And it shouldn't be that way, because we're not the same type of person. And even going into race and stuff too, where people will see, Black woman as a threat to them, or white woman as a threat to them, or Hispanic woman as a threat to them, or Asian woman as a threat to them. And in my mind, I'm like, it just doesn't make sense, because who you are and what you are, there's someone or something out there for you. There are men out there. There are 8 billion people on this planet, okay? 8 billion people. I don't know exactly the stats of how many of them are men. Maybe we can look that up right now. Hold on, let me pull up my Bing. Ow! Maybe we can look up the stats of in the world population, how many of these people are males? Okay, because now we get into the Ruta and the motherfucking Tuda. Okay, if it's gonna come up, oh, okay, it's gonna come up right now. Okay, so let's get into. Okay, so whoa, honey, we have we have 49% of the world population are females and 50% of the world population are males. Now, of course, people are going to say, well, they probably include transgenders in that as well. Okay, it is what it is, bitch. At the end of the day, there is 3.9 billion males in this world. And out of 3.9 billion males, you mean to tell me that little OU cannot find, first of all, a man of your own. Second of all, a man who likes everything about you, that offers what you benefit from, what you have to offer. Okay, no. In your mind, because of course we're talking about mentality here, you're only seeking out a certain type of man. And just so happen that type of man possibly really don't want to deal with you. So you get offended, you get upset because that man is interested in, what you would call a transy. And of course, if that's the case, well, girl, that man wasn't meant for you in the first place. But to get so upset about it and talk about there's no more straight people in this world, and like I said, girl, I just heard a lot of crazy shit, and once again, it comes from a certain group of people, and I keep telling her this over and over. A lot of the rhetoric that African Americans spew when it comes to sex, religion, and racial issues, they are speaking the exact same stuff that the white people back in the day who wanted you to stay segregated from them were speaking. You're speaking the exact same ignorance and stupidity and hate for the LGBT community as they spoke for you. So in return, you're a hypocrite. In return, you want people to accept your hypocrisy. You want people to like you for the low down, hypocritical, lying ass person that you are. And this is why karma has come full circle, and it's going to continue to come full circle. It's going to continue to come full circle, and it's going to affect all people in all areas who choose to be a part of that. Instead of you sitting here building yourself up and figuring out why possibly mommy and daddy did not love you, or even if you can't figure that out, because that's not really your concern, because maybe mama and daddy didn't get attention or love from their family. Maybe they didn't know how to love you. Maybe they were not capable of doing that. They were incapable of doing that. So this is where you spend your time investing in you loving yourself and paying attention to who you are. But instead, your waking state, every minute, every moment that you have to speak, you want to speak about people and things that do not affect you. You're speaking on people who may not have what you have, a functioning, operating vagina, right? You're speaking on people who may not could give you or can give a man what you can give him. Okay, but the point is, energy attracts energy. And instead of you speaking that exact same energy, and especially for those of people out here that are hosting, that have channels and stuff, instead of you out here speaking positivity and educating these women that watch you on how to love themselves and how to not let a man validate them. Instead, you feed into it and say, yeah, the transies are taking over. The gay men are taking all of our men. And as I said before, if a gay man could take your man, bitch, your man was gay from the get-go. Okay. I have a lot of heterosexual friends. I'm related to a lot of heterosexual males. I work with a lot of heterosexual males who will never, in whether they're high, drunk, whether you offer them millions of dollars, will think twice about taking dick or giving a person who has a dick their dick. So to go into you getting men and there ain't no more straight men out here. Well, maybe you just have a tendency to attract gay men. Maybe there's something about you that's not woman enough to make a real man get hard for you. So all you doing is turning on because you're so masculine by nature. You're attracting these men who like men, and they're using you as a beard because they're comfortable with the fact that you have a vagina, because they say, listen, you're masculine though anyway. I can do it. I can take it. I can handle it. And maybe that's what it comes down to. Maybe it's about you, yourself, and you. Maybe it's not about the fact that transies are taking over or the fact that gay men are taking over, because transies have been here for a very long time. And it was not publicized. It was not in the open. But I guarantee you right now, if you do a research, if you look up back in even the 70s, that's the most decent, recent past, or that they wanted to keep, the whole transgender stuff kept secret. I guarantee you about 70% of the females that you saw on screen in movies, on commercials and advertisements, and I could even say going to the 90s, because I know a lot of girls who are deceased and living still from the New York area and Florida area who are transgender. A lot of them are not open, but they were spokespersons for makeup companies, hair dyes, bra, panty lines, Playtex. Honey, they were out here selling Playtex and Kotex. Is it Kotex or Playtex? I can't remember. Kotex, the tampons. Am I saying it right? Kotex. They're out here selling and promoting that. But I guarantee you did your research, you will surely see that 70% of them were male born. They were born with the male anatomy. But because everybody is, oh my God, I found out new information because you're so behind, you're so late, you're so tired. All of a sudden it's something new. Oh, girl, everybody come out the woodwork now. Everybody being gay. Girl, your grandfather was probably gay. The chance of your grandfather was being gay is much higher than your baby daddy being gay right now. To be honest with you, going back into the day, girl, in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, they had secret parties, honey, where your granddaddy wanted to get some dick, honey. He would meet at local public bathrooms and shit. See, that's nothing too where I find it kind of ironic is they talk about no trans in the bathroom with my dollars, my wives, my this and that. Y'all just trying to go back to the 40s and 50s when these men were going into urinals and shit, sucking each other off and doing whatever it is that they got to do in these stalls, girl. They got surveillances down there in Mississippi, down there in Alabama, down there in Kentucky, down there in Oklahoma, over there in, what's that city called? Montana and shit, of these men, girl, in the 40s and 50s in mid-age, girl, broad daylight. Going to public bathrooms in subway station shit, sucking each other off and shit, girl. And everybody on that video footage got arrested and got locked up. And I'm not laughing because that's what happened, because honestly, that's sad that we're, girl, it's just sad to even think about that people actually got locked up for what they love to do. But everybody's acting like this DL stuff is so new, and it's not. In fact, I think society wants it. I think society caters to the DL lifestyle. I think society say, you know what, if you like men, you're automatically a homosexual. And now these men are like, fuck it, I'm gonna stay in the closet. And now you guys are upset because this shit is coming out. But as we talked about, we're living in the last days, and people are saying we're living in the last days as if all things are ceasing to exist. No, bitch, there's a process that's taking place, as we talked about, for many, many years. And you cannot stop that process. There's a process that is taking place in the process, and we could say this, the process is evolution. Okay, things are changing. We're boring. We're tired. Honey, for thousands of years, okay, we've been doing the exact same shit. We've been acting like we love people. We've been acting like we like people. We've been acting like we have a certain preference. In reality, behind closed doors, bitch, we closed our eyes fantasizing about other things. We spent our time with our husbands and our wives imagining that it was them, but in fact, we're thinking about another man or another woman. And that goes all across the board. So now in this day and age where reality is becoming reality, or should I say reality is becoming actuality, because reality shows became big in 2007. And that's when they were trying to tell you that reality was starting to split. Okay, so now reality is actuality, because actuality is the realest thing. Factuality, actuality, and reality. Going into that, now that it's all coming out, everybody's just like, oh, they all gay. Is there any more straight men left? Yeah, but unfortunately, your current state of consciousness and how you think and feel, ain't no real man gonna want that. First of all, ain't no real man gonna want to sit around a woman with a naturally functioning vagina. Every time you open your mouth, you talk about transies, homosexuals, and other women. Men don't want to hear that. Okay? Real men don't want to hear about other motherfuckers. So that's your problem right there. Is that you're so comfortable to sit down and say, well, that's a man. Well, that's that. Who cares? Do you want some of that man? Do you fantasize about having titties on your back? Huh? Do you fantasize about having something that, nigga on bottom, bitch on top, all up in you? Is that what you fantasize about? Because I would hate to imagine that that's really what you think about all day. Is the fact is that who's this and who's that. And like I said, it's a sad thing. It's a sad place. And even going into me, like I said, when I deal with clients and stuff who are happily married, who have girlfriends and stuff, and they sit here and they bitch and they moan and complain about how women are acting. The same thing you guys are saying about males, about there's no straight men. These men are saying, hey, the women I've met, they don't act like fucking women. They turn me off. They remind me of fucking men. So now I'm seeking other alternatives, mistress. So now I'm on here looking for a trans woman who's ultra feminine, who is just that. I mean, hell, bitch, y'all turned him on to that. And we said that before. Bitch, it is what it is. A lot of you are very feminine or masculine acting women, and you've turned your man on to the idea about being with other men. So let's talk about how you probably catered to that. And now it's the blame game. They're all gay. Trannies taking over. Listen, honey, like I said before, I don't care how fishy or flawless you look. There's a lot of men that won't touch no transie. I don't care how fishy she look, girl. She could be fished out from the head to the bottom. She could have an SRS. Ain't no man gonna be dealing with that bitch. And vice motherfucking versa. So, bitch, going into that, like I said, what is meant for you will always be for you. You can't turn no man gay who's not already gay. You can't turn no woman gay who's already gay. Or who's not already gay. It just doesn't work that way. Just like you can't turn a gay man into a heterosexual person. Just like you can't force a transgender person or a transsexual, to make them go back into being a male. Now, of course, we have these distractions that come up and about, they feel like women part-time, only when they're horny and shit like that. But that's a whole nother story. We're talking about the arena of it all. So you cannot turn a man gay who's not already gay. And even going into this too, let me just give you a good picture of it. Fantasy wise, there's a lot of men that talked about, having a transgender give them something. Okay. Top them. Okay. Come on in here. Let's get down to it. Top them. Well, there's a lot of men who are not interested in that. And I can say this right now. All the men that I've dated, that I've had a serious relationship with, that identify as heterosexual, okay, serious relationship that identifies as heterosexual, 5. Only one of them wanted to get some dick up inside of him. And I think he was curious to see what it felt like to explode with something in him. The other 4 bitch was like, listen, I love you. You're beautiful. You're going to be my wife, but I don't want to touch it. I don't want to see it. I can't. Like, I see you as this woman. It's mind blowing, but to see this, oh my God, I can't. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of guys who are into transgenders are not always gay. Just so happen that transgenders tend to be more feminine and more, feminine than a lot of you women are, and even going into lesbians. This is why a lot of lesbians, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Okay? Hello? The proof is in the pudding. A lot of lesbian women are now going after trans women, and they're going after gay men. Okay? And then they're like, oh my God, well, how is that a lesbian? And she's going after a trans woman who's still got her penis and gay men. Well, that should tell you right there that this person like women, and she's saying, ain't no more feminine woman that's turning me on. So let me go for the next best thing. That should tell you right there. If all the lesbians are lining up to get some trans woman and a feminine gay man, then that should give you a clue right there what the men are thinking. So how about you get together? And it's just words of encouragement, okay? Because that's what I'm about. Okay, I'm about love. I feel like you cannot fight hate with hate. I feel like you have to give hate love, because eventually you'll change your mind. And of course, I think a lot of people, they're wounded, as they say, misery loves company, hurt people. People who are feeling down and low about themselves, they want people to feel the exact same way about themselves. I can't stand the fact that blah, blah, blah. So I want you to feel what I feel. And it doesn't work that way. It's not going to work that way. So words of encouragement for these lovely teas and kayas, that just spew all this stupidity shit. And we all know what it is, bitch. They represent women who are obviously not happy with their woman. It's like I said, I've yet to hear about a man. What a man at? We've yet to hear about you talk about you getting dick down proper by Mandy Gordon. We've yet to see it. Okay, hello. So these are women. These are prime example of women who do not love themselves, who have so much hate for the feminine energy that they're projecting it on and saying transies and they still gay because that make them feel good about themselves. And like I said, on the flip side, they're okay with gay men. They're okay with gay men. They'll sit up there. A gay man will call in, "Hey, honey, what's up, boo? How you doing, girl? Hey, boo, 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 boo." And honey, the minute someone talk about a tranny, niggles, faggots, and I'm just like, wait, hold up. Oh, because you don't see the gay man as a threat to you. You don't think that they getting the same dick you getting. And believe it or not, most of them are. I've said this and I will continue to say this. As a trans woman, I've met a lot of men who are more comfortable playing footsies with a gay man than they would with a trans woman. And the trans woman could be fishy as all get out. And maybe because it's too close to being a native born female, to where he's like, I want to see what it's like to play with masculine energy all the way around. I mean, let's talk about it. A girl, we could give some examples. I could break it off with, I could take out some good stories, honey, some good stories. There was a guy that I met that was totally heterosexual. Okay, at least that's what he wanted us to think. Okay, or whatever. Totally heterosexual. Met with him. I did not tell him the tea, but I felt like if I tell him the tea, he's going to be okay with it. Okay. So we're talking and he's like, hey, let's go to the club. Okay. So this is my first time going to a club. And, you know, me and my best friends went there. So we end up going to the club and I'm like, okay, I'm going to tell him in person and we're going to be at a public place. So there's nothing he can do. There's nothing he going to do about it anyway. Right. So we meet up and I remember I was wearing a teal dress, wrap around, fishnet stockings. I bought these necklaces or this necklace from Target that had like coins dripping from it and shit, girl, over the top. Get there and we meet, you know, and I just felt the gay spirit on him. I just felt the gay spirit on him. And that's just, to be honest, how I felt. I felt the gay spirit on him. So I said, fuck it. You know, I'm not going to tell him until I feel like I want to tell him. So we're just talking, nothing sexual. We're just talking as friends and stuff. And there was two guys that came over. One that was totally drunk. You know, I don't know what it was, but he was like, I'm alone. Can I spend some time with you? Blah, blah, blah. And my two best friends was looking over at me like, bitch, what the fuck is going on? I don't know, honey. Then another bitch, she was drunk. She had me to hold her drink while she went to the bathroom and shit. I was just like, girl, I can't go to no damn club because, bitch, I was the help that night. So we're there. And it's this guy who, once again, I thought was heterosexual on a site saying that he's only into women. He did not say he was into men. And even his persona stuff is very masculine. Well, two of the gay guys were there and they were, you know, playing with him, you know, and he was biting into it. And I'm just like, okay, a heterosexual man is not stupid to fall for this shit. They're not crazy to jump in on this. Because I even tell, you know, my friends this all the time who are trans. I think that real heterosexual men cannot be fooled on you being a woman, no matter how much surgery you have or how pretty you look. I think real men have some type of senses on their penis or their nuts to say, something ain't right here. I just feel that way. And even going into stories about girls I know that were murdered and stuff down there in Houston, Texas and all that good stuff. Back in the day, nobody talks about, like in the 80s and 90s and stuff, where they didn't tell the guy anything. And the guy the whole time was like, yo, I think that's one. And the girl looked pretty, like really like short, small framed and everything. But like I said, I think they know. So going into this, like I said, he was so comfortable with these guys touring with him and stuff. And they were like, you know, grabbing his stuff. And he was just like, oh, okay. But bitch, when I told him that I was trans, okay, bitch, that was a flush. When I wanted to play the exact same way, it was like, hold up. So of course, it came out later that this guy had did some things with some gay men. So that's all I'm saying is that, and I said that as a story to say there's a lot of men who will not even be with a trans woman. They're not even interested in it. They'll rather play with a gay man than a trans woman. Even going into one of my old roommates, she had a man who I thought was definitely gay. Honey, mama liked to shave her body. She didn't like no hair on her. Mama had manicures and pedicures. Mama arched her eyebrows. Mama was like a clean cut, they would say preppy boy. Girl, bye. I've dated pretty boys. I'm related to pretty boys. There's still things that pretty boys are definitely okay with getting down and doing. He was not okay with that. I said, girl, this is a queen. So we played Marco Polo. And this man, y'all, would let these gay men get up on them and grab up on them, right? The minute that the transies did it, it's like mysteriously his eyes will be open. He'll be like, wait, hold on. You're going too low. Let the gay guys get up over there, honey. He was letting a girl, he was sometimes even putting it in their face. Because I was watching. I have my, so I said, he's a bottom. Okay. He's a bottom, honey. And he don't want no titties on his back. He want to feel the touch of a man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. So, like I said before, there's a lot of men out here, 3.9 billion to be exact. 3.9 million men to be exact. Okay. Matter of fact, let's go into it. They break it down in ages too. Okay. So the larger percentage of men are 25 to 54. That's the perfect age, sis. Honey, that is the perfect age to get you some of that straight dick. Perfect age to get dick down. 25 to 54, that's all in the prime. Okay, then they said 9.1% of them is 55 to 64. That's still not a bad number. There's a lot of 55-year-olds and 6-year-olds that look real good, okay? And then they said 65 years old excuse me, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's back this on up. That's the whole population. Majority of the population is between the age of 25 and 54, excuse me. Okay, so males based on their age bracket. Okay. There's 624 million of them that's between the age of 15 and 24 for all you youngins out there. There's 1.6 billion of them that are 25 to 54. Come on in here. Also, I want you to put up in this figure too that there is 1.5 billion females between the age of 25 and 54. So we got all this vagina and all this dick in this world, and yet y'all settle for one type of man, one type of woman, and you get upset because that one type of man or type of woman ain't interested in your type of man and your type of woman. So you begin to hate on everybody who fits that group. Fuck the trannies, fuck the men, fuck that. And it's like, girl, ain't nobody got hate. Honey. I love knowledge. I love information. I love educating people. I love people who love themselves or who are trying to love themselves. That's what I'm about. Okay. I have friends. Most of them are females. Most of them are Black females. And that's just how it is. It's nothing that I choose to get out and seek and meet. Ooh, let me make sure I only befriend women and only Black women. Just so happen that's what attracts me, and that's what I attract. Just so happen it is what it is. So like I said, there's no hate there. Even going into me, I identify as a female. I lived my whole life as a female, my whole adult life. Okay, I ran away from home. I didn't have to, but I did, to begin my life fully as a female. So like I said before, I myself identify in that bracket. I'm just here to sing you love and to understand, and for you to understand that because that certain type of man ain't interesting, you don't mean there's no straight men out there, because there's a lot of straight men out there. There's a lot of men out there that will love to chow down on some vajayjay, okay? And they're not interested in nut sacks or anything thereof, okay? And vice versa. There's a lot of women out there who are very much interested in some ding-a-lane. Because that's the same thing some of these men say, oh, God, everybody lesbian or tri. And it's just like, well, just happen the women that you attract are that way. Unfortunately, but fortunately, because bitch, you're doing the LGBT a favor. But like I said, maybe educate yourself, open your mind, expand your mind to say, I want a man who's 100% secured in who he is. And then maybe you'll find you a heterosexual man, if that's what you are. Because see, a lot of y'all are a little questionable yourself, as I said before, you're masculine as females, and there's no cut-ins, and you're attracting these men who just so happen like masculinity. So if you're a masculine female, what makes you think that this man ain't gonna be interested in a trans woman or a gay male? Just out of curiosity. What makes you think that it's vice versa. If a woman is into femininity, feminine man, what makes you not think that she's not over here uh munching on and filling on another woman, loving the company of another woman? What makes you think that's not what's going down? Because I mean, like I said, that's common sense for me. Oh, my man don't want me to put on makeup. He don't want me to put weave in my hair. He want me to be all natural. He don't want me to shave my legs. He like me to have everything all hairy and stuff. Honey, your man might be into some masculine tea, honey. You might want to think twice about that. And I'm not saying, but I am saying, for all you women out here who are a little concerned about your man possibly liking some dick, then you might want to pick your man a little wiser. When you go out, your sweatpants on and no bra on and stuff, no makeup or anything, the top man you pull, pay attention to that. Okay. When you go out there all dolled up and dressed up, because then he's fake. He wants a girl who got weave in her hair, makeup in her hair. Bitch, oh well. Because a lot of you need it. Okay. A lot of you need it. And some don't. But a lot of you do. So, oh, the fuck well. Okay, if that's his fantasy, let him have that. Maybe his mama didn't look like that, so he wants his woman to look like that. Have you ever thought about that? Because you either date your mama or you date your daddy. If you don't know, now you know. So maybe he didn't see his mama dressed up like that, or maybe he did. How dare you talk about that man's mama like that? Talk about stuff. Oh, well, he likes the wigs and the weaving, and I just can't do it. Well, sis, like I said, maybe you're into a man who likes masculine women, and then you got to also be willing to accept the fact, sis, that he might be interested in some masculine men. Because masculinity is masculinity, just like femininity is femininity. At least for me and the people I know, a lot of, and I'm just throwing this out there, a lot of gay men I know would be with a trans man or a man, let alone they'll be with a lesbian stud because they're into masculine energy. And a lot of vice versa. A lot of men out there, a lot of heterosexual out there wouldn't mind exploring with a trans woman or exploring with lesbian woman. They wouldn't mind exploring with a trans woman or feminine man because they're into femininity. They're very dominant. They're very strong. And they say, bitch, I need somebody who can balance me out because I don't know how to be soft. I need somebody who can be soft with me. Like I said, a lot of y'all got it twisted, bitch. I don't know what's going on, but y'all got it twisted. You want a masculine man, you masculine, and then you wonder why shit ain't working out. Like, it doesn't work that way. Two bosses can't work together effectively. One needs to be dominant, one needs to be submissive, or you both need to be able to take turns. That's myself. I'm a very dominant person when it comes to certain situations, but I could definitely submit. And my partner needs to be in the exact same role. He needs to be able to sit back and let me take control when it comes to certain shit. Okay. And then same thing with me. We know what to do. We know how to we learn our roles and we stay in that role. See, a lot of y'all, you know how to do that now. It's okay. Well, what am I going to dominate? I don't know. Like I said, I see a lot of people going into a train wreck. I had an uncle who was married with his wife my whole childhood year until I was about 20 something because his wife ended up going to jail for attempted murder. Okay. The daughter and her went at it. My cousin and her went at it with somebody else, and the girl almost died. So my cousin got a lighter sentence because she didn't initiate it, but her mama did. Now, going to this, her mama was very masculine, gutter. What's up? She'll wear a dress, honey, but she'll hold the middle up and shit. Just very like femme studdish, honey. She'll hold that middle dress up. What's up, yo? Like that. And I'm just like, ooh, my uncle like that. Like, I would think that, like, is she? And then, we used to watch a lot of Jerry Springers and Ricky Lakes and shit. And Maury, is that a man or a woman? So I was thinking maybe, is that really a tranny? Anyway. But fast forwarding, they're not together. And it came out after they separated that they were only together for the sake of the children. Two masculines ain't gonna win, baby. I say the same thing when I see two lesbian sets together. Baby, something ain't right there. When I see two feminine guys together, something ain't right, honey. Somebody got to be masculine. When I see two trans together, girl, sis, y'all fighting over makeup and hairbrush shit. When I see two femmes together, like, sis, I need you to understand that there's some teas going on there. I need you to find you somebody who's not into makeup, okay? They can help you buy that makeup, okay? What does a femme look like buying makeup for another femme when she wear makeup her damn self? Come on now. Come on now. What about same thing with the masculine man? This man don't fucking shave and shit. What he look like buying razor blades of shit for his wife who's also masculine? Like, let's talk about it for a minute. Now, if you were feminine, he'll say, okay, and vice versa. Bitch, opposites attract, bitch. You need to be that yin and that yang, okay? And that's why I think people get it twisted up. Gender is not about what's between your legs. That is sex, okay? That is sex. Gender is between your ears. Gender is how you represent yourself. It's your energy. As we talked about gender and spirituality, we say feminine and masculine. When you say gender, you don't say male or female. That's sex. When you say gender, it's masculine or feminine, and or female, feminine, masculine, or feminine. Anybody who knows about what I'm talking about, you can vouch for that shit. It's masculine, feminine as gender. Okay, and male or female is sex, and your gender or your sex is determined by your reproductive system. So we can break that down too. If you're a female who has a hysterectomy, technically, according to society, you're not really a female, or you're not a female no more. You're something else. I'm just saying, okay. And even going into religion and stuff too. I want to talk about this too because, of course, we're in one of our classes, and this is going to be the next sector of the class. Come on in here. And we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this because people get this totally mixed up, honey. Okay. They get this totally mixed up. And we're going to get into this really quickly. Let me see if I can find my... Okay. Listen, let's see this right here. Okay, let's see. Let's pull up the whole tea right now. Genesis. Genesis. We're gonna go all the way 1 through, because it gotta be in here. Okay. Wickedness in the world. Here we go. Here we go right here. Because see, this goes into, see, all you witches out there, y'all need to read this right here. All you witches out there, all you witches that want to be witches. Okay, if you are a real witch, because when I speak to witches, I'm speaking about mine who are truly blood witches, and you know exactly who you are. But even those of you who want to be witches, maybe you can get this down right packed too, or you get this down packed too, so you can educate your damn self and open up your anyway. So let me look for my tea right here. Let me look up where I'm going into first, and then we're gonna go into the other stuff. Okay, this changed it around. No, we don't need an international version, bitch. I need the real tea. See, they trying it right now. They trying it right now. They trying it right now, sis. They trying it right now. Hold on. They trying me. They trying me. They gave me the new international version, bitch. Nobody want that bullshit. Give us the King James, honey. Give us that homosexual. Girl, King James is not a homo. Anyway, give me that homosexual's version. Come on in here. Give me that homosexual version. Where the new King James version, honey? Oh, we're talking about gays, and your ancestors been thriving off the homosexual community for all these damn years. Bitch, now you want to act shocked. Anyway, here we go. Genesis 6, verse 1 through 8 says, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them. Okay, that the sons of God saw the daughters of man, that they were fair. Now, the word fair has many definitions. The word fair is light and white. The term fair is also beauty, beautiful. And those are the two things we're going to stick with. So going even into like white magic and Anglos were of light beings and all sorts of good stuff, people will actually compare it to race. And I will always tell you, you have chromosome and monochrome. Get into that tea, and we'll keep it there. So going into this, it's speaking about there were giants in the earth in these days. And after that, the sons of God came into came in unto the daughters of man, and they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were old men of renown. And God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth. Okay, I don't want to get too far into that. Okay, so my whole purpose of saying all this was, okay, there was a lot of men that were born, rarely any women. And that's why we go into witchery. People who are true witches, people who are true descendants of spiritual power, typically have two things happen. Their first unborn child will be a male, or born child will be a male. And if it was a bad situation, which means you done some real fucked up shit, that first child will be a miscarriage child, or you have that child, there'll be something strange going on with that situation. Okay, so I wanted to point that out because in the book of Genesis, it talks about that. So if you're a witch and all your children have been boys, or if you're a witch and your first child was a female, maybe you're not really a witch. If your only child was a female, maybe you're not really a witch. I'm just saying, don't get offended. I'm just speaking how it is, because going into the book of Genesis or Hennessy, whatever, however your tongue is, it breaks that down and it talks about how witchery and how the spirits of the underground came on up on here to this earth. Okay, hello, come on in here. So y'all not ready for that? 69 was a great good year. Anyway, that's how I really want to come by here and talk about is find you a man. Okay, this is my shit I want to say too, but I really gotta go. Find you a man who's into it, women. Okay, and you know exactly how feminine are you? Are you the type of girl that keeps her yoni nice and clean and fresh, nice and shaved? Do you give a lot of lip back? You know, because that's dominance right there. That's masculinity right there. Learn how to let that man do what he do. Not you know what I'm trying to say, because people let that man be a man. Okay. Not talk about let him cheat on you. Now you're just being stupid. We're not talking about letting that man beat up on you and verbally assault you. We're not talking about that. We know that men like to talk a lot of shit. Let them talk that shit, girl. With that lip right there, that gotta go. That lip right there is a very masculine trait. Very masculine trait, bitch. And like I said, that's the problem right there. Maybe you're not woman enough for him. You know, Tony Braxton got a song. Maybe he wasn't man enough for me. Well, maybe Tony wasn't woman enough for Kenny. Because Kenny looked like he likes him a soft woman, honey. And Tony is a very masculine woman. No tea, no shade at all. I love Tony. Tony, listen, I know all her songs. I used to do my vocal trainings singing like anyway, but girl, no tea, no shade. She needs her definitely, you know, Kenny needs her, it needs him a softer woman. He needs him a fragile butterfly. And a lot of you women ain't cutting it. No tea, no shade. So that's why these men are seeking these transies. So don't be mad at the transies. Think about yourself first. Exactly what are you doing to keep this man locked down? And it's not your vagina. Because there's somebody out there that got a mouth 10 times better than that vagina. There's people out there that know how to get their booty hole like a vagina. And I say this, I'll continue to say this. The plus about a vagina is having a child. If you're not having a child, bitch, now we playing house. And now we're playing house. Now we can play house with anybody we want to play house with. Okay, let's talk about it now. Same thing with men. Good thing about a penis is procreation. If you're not having sex to make a baby, now we're playing house. Now we're playing house. And as I said, honey, what's good for the gander? Flashlights, transies, you know, all these things that are in the likeliness of a yoni is just as proud as one. Same thing with strap-ons and dildos and vibrators. You know, they're all just as proud as a penis is. The only thing about a penis is you can make a baby with that, but it feels the same. Bitch, I have a collection of dildos. They feel the exact same, honey. I've felt a lot of peens in my hand, honey. I've had a lot of peens in my mouth as well. And the toys I have feel very much like real ones. So you're not missing out on anything. So, like I said, how about you figure that out and say, well, you know, what is it really about? What is it really about? Is it about me getting this man locked down? For whatever reason it is, or, anyway, I don't know. You have to figure that out. But definitely love yourself more, and you would definitely attract what you're really interested in. If you're not really into men who like other men, then bitch, you need to change the way you are. And that's the gag about it is too. I think a lot of these bitter ass women right here, like the Kais and shit, I feel like personally, maybe the men gave the transies more attention than them. Maybe their baby fathers got caught with a transie. Maybe there's a rumor going around that they baby fathers want to be a transie. Who knows what it is? But I definitely don't think it's healthy, sis. And I hope that you guys don't start a movement, because now if you start this movement, now you're going to have more men fall into the wayside. You're going to have more of these people like myself not really wanting to fuck with you. Because at the end of the day, bitch, we know what it is. We know that you're hypocritical. We know that you're doing the exact same thing that the saltines that y'all so-called talk about did to y'all and y'all people, that you trying to do to me and my people, the LGBT community. So now, bitch, now we looking at you like you're a fucking fool. And so the fuck is those saltines that you talk about, bitch. They think it's funny. They think it's cute because they talk about, see, we knew that we could let these niggas run shit because they doing exactly what we did to them. You know, yeah, we talked about them that they wasn't no human being and they all gotta go. And now they're doing the exact same thing to this poor old LGBT community. I tell you, somebody got a little bit mad when they found out the Ku Klux Klan over there in Indiana funded the first gay pride. They got a little bit upset about that. And I said, bitch, what you so mad about? What you really mad about, sis? What you mad about? What you mad about? And another thing too, I'm gonna be done here. Going into this agenda stuff, that's another thing I want to address, and I'm really gonna be done. Okay, I'm really gonna be done. Going into this agenda stuff. So in the 80s, I just want some clarity. Okay. I just want some clarity on this. So in the late 80s, early to mid 90s, you had the hip hop movement, right? And it could even go back into the 70s, right? Late 60s, early 70s, right? But you have this hip hop movement, right? Who talked about, slapping people up, not eating people's food, and well, that's more so going into the late 80s, early 90s. Other people's property, having sex with your best friend's girlfriend, set people up, doing home invasions and shit. Shout out to NWA and Snoop Dogs and all that. So you have this agenda that children were listening to this type of music, learning how to do these things. Okay. Now, fast forwarding, no one ever talked about a thug agenda. Well, no, they did, because I remember hearing stories about the elderlies. I remember hearing stories about the grandmamas and stuff, and y'all told them to shut the fuck up and stuff. Y'all remember that? Yeah, I remember seeing the elders, the grandmamas who lost her son or her grandson to gang violence. She's on there saying this gang stuff gotta stop, and we need to get rid of these rappers. And y'all were out here protesting, telling her to shut up, bitch, and all that good shit. Remember that, Snoop Dogg? Uh-huh. Remember all that? Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. So nobody was talking about a thuggish ass, bummy ass agenda, huh? With all due respect. Nobody was talking about motherfuckers robbing people, having sex with your best friend's baby mama, thanks to the rap music. Nobody was protesting that bullshit, right? What? Huh? But now fast forwarding, when it's the equality, because now we're seeing more of my Asian folks on commercials and in movies and stuff, which I never thought I would see that day. Oh my God, so amazing. I need to see more Asian people, Southwest Asians, Indians, Vietnamese, Chinese. I need to see it all. I need to see a lot of them signing record deals. I need to see them in movies, TV shows. I need to see them interacting on TV, because that right there is going to be powerful. That's what I want to fucking see. I'm sick of seeing shit about white people and black people. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm sick of seeing that bullshit. I need to see some Asian folks. Okay? Where the Asians at? Okay, so anyway, so nobody was talking about those agendas and stuff, right? But now, like I said, fast forwarding, mysteriously, in the early millennium, you had Backstreet Boys, the bands, Backstreet, all that gay shit, right? Supposedly, oh, they turning our kids gay. Oh, there's a gay agenda. Okay, well, who killed your children more? Gay lifestyles, gay people, or gang lifestyles? The shit that your rap music talked about. What killed people more at greater numbers? Because I'll wait on that. I'll wait on that right now. Because I'm going to tell you this right now, bitch. I never liked hip hop music. Okay? I never did. Me and my older brother, we used to fight all the time, bitch, because I would listen to my R&B, my pop, my dance, my salsa. Bitch, my mother didn't like that shit, bitch. She wanted to listen to some damn Tech Nine, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Brother Lynch, all these other motherfuckers. I didn't like that shit. I'm like, bitch, who would listen to that shit? That shit sounds stupid as fuck. Nobody wanted to, I didn't want to hear that shit. But fast forward, nobody ever said it was a thug agenda. Oh, our children are going to be bummy ass motherfuckers. But now, like I said, now we got children going to malls, fucking up the malls and shit. We got children doing home invasions, attacking the elderly. Who do we blame for that? That sounds like an agenda to me. And like I said, that agenda is more of a concern to me than somebody liking dick. Because, bitch, you could do what you want to do in your own home. That does not affect me. Unless you out here in public doing all that in front of everybody, going up to random people, pulling shit out on them and shit. Now, that's when I would have a problem with that. But like I said, that's not really an issue. The issue is the thuggish, buggish, wrong type of bullshit. And that's what we're not talking about. We're not talking about these baby mama epidemics where it's cute to be Brenda in Tupac's song. Brenda had a baby and shit. That is not cute. But nobody want to talk about that gay agenda, right? Or that agenda. But you got motherfuckers that have said on my motherfucking phone. That's why I don't talk to some of you motherfuckers. We're going to keep it here right loud and clear. This is why I don't fuck with some of you motherfuckers, bitch, that set up on my motherfucking phone and thought you would come. Well, there is a gay agenda and all our gay men are turning gay. Girl, all your niggas been gay. All your niggas been dreaming about Dickie when he was fucking your masculine ass. Because you give me a little bit of lesbian tea, sis. You give me a butch, okay? So you damn right. You're damn right, bitch. He was fantasizing about what this butch would look like with a ping attached to her because your ass gave it to him. So, bitch, let's talk about that agenda. Nobody want to talk about that though, huh? Oh, we don't give a fuck about that. Oh, we don't give a fuck about that because that's part of the Black culture. And then we feel like if we talk about it, then we're going to be a hypocrite and we feel like we're going to be a coon and we're going to give the white man what he wants. So no, fuck that. Us Blacks have to sit together because I'm telling you this right now. And it's the saddest thing. They don't even consider Black LGBT people Black. That's the saddest thing right there. These Black folks don't see none of you queers, none of you homos, none of you queer and questioning, androgynous, them, they, and their Black folks as Black folks. On one note, they say Black folks need to stick together. Black people are beautiful, all this other shit. And next minute, fuck the trans niggas. Those are faggots that think they're women, all this good shit. So what is going to be, sis? What is going to be? Because you're spewing the exact same stupidity and ignorance that the white man gave your ass. And that's why you're going to continue to give it your ass. And I pray for that. I pray for that every motherfucking day. Until I see you motherfucking hoes get up on your YouTube channels and come out in public and talk about equality for all. Bitch, I hope they keep their fucking foot on your neck. I hope they keep motherfucking doing the shit they do. And I don't need to go into detail with that. I hope they keep on doing it, bitch. I pray for that. Because the God that deals with this whole universe, bitch, sees it all. Oh, okay? He sees it all. And he's not going to give you no pity because you feel like you suffered the fucking longest, bitch. We all been there. We all been there, bitch. We've all been there. You gonna wake up to it though. Like I say, you gonna wake up to a bitch. This for all I care, bitch, this whole place can go. That's all I care about. This whole fucking place can go, bitch. Like you talk about Planet X and there's 2 suns. It can't move no faster. Andromeda can't move no faster. You hear me? Andromeda can't move no faster. Hallelujah. Andromeda can't move no faster. The tornadoes and tsunamis. Mother Nature is not casting her spells quick enough. Because that day, bitch, there'll be a lot of you motherfuckers sayonara. Bye, girl. Bye, you, all these gay gender people. Bye, girl. You got to go. All these country people. Bye, girl. You got to go. Bitch, that's the time right there, bitch. It can't happen. It can't happen quick enough. These volcanoes shooting their lava into there, bitch. The lava is being missed. I hope that Yellowstone just spew some shit and just go that way. Yeah, come on in here. So let's talk about some real good shit. But instead, we want to play these storylines. We not the bad people. They are. And then even one of these girls gonna say that these gay people got AIDS because they playing with fecal matter. Bitch, you got fecal matter in your blood because you eat shit. So what's going on? I mean, can we talk about it? Should we do some research on that? How many of us eat shit on a day-to-day basis, sis? And are you HIV positive? No, you're not. So that's some fuckery there, girl. Even going into the number one people that are dealing with, and now they're going to blow my ass up and shit, bitch. Now, even going into the fact that some of you motherfucking hoes, ooh, girl, this is not the day. This is not the day. All I'm gonna say is, honey, AIDS. And see, this is where we get in on the get in, because see, this is how you know that you motherfuckers don't give a fuck. Yeah, you know what? That's what we're gonna leave it on. This is what we're gonna leave it on. So, you black folks, spiritual people now. I'm talking about you spiritual black folks. Yes, you Kayas, you know, Daishiki, Diaspora motherfuckers. Conscious people. You voodoo practitioners, American voodoo practitioners. Do you not know the history of AIDS and stuff? Do you not know the history of that? Because if you don't, I'm going to educate you a little bit about that. Okay. So now y'all wanting to be voodoo priestesses and shit. I do voodoo. All this other shit, right? But where were you at when the Haitian immigrants were being injected with the AIDS virus, right along with the gay folks? Where were you at when they were being injected with that virus? Because, I mean, from what I've seen a lot of you black folks putting on the gays and not really standing up for voodoo then. You know, a lot of you black folks are doing it. Now, all of a sudden, you want to use the Haitians. Oh, yeah, well, you know, yeah, I do voodoo. Okay, so where were you at when they were being injected? Because, you know, that's in history. You know, that's in history, that they were purposely injecting the gays. They would ask questions, okay? They would purposely inject these motherfuckers with the AIDS virus, right along with the Haitian immigrants, motherfuckers. They were outnumbering you motherfuckers. They were outnumbering you motherfuckers, and they felt that fire coming from that island. They felt that fire coming in and burning this shit up. Where were you at then? I haven't seen no stories about that. Everybody voodoo though. Everybody practice voodoo. Yeah, Haitian voodoo. Because you know, you talk about voodoo, bitch, but the voodoo you're talking about is some Haitian shit. Let's hear about some Missouri voodoo. Bitch, if that Alabama voodoo, if that's really your tea, let's talk about that. But then nobody gonna talk about that. Like I said, you're users, you're culturally appropriators, you're fucking hypocrites. And like I said before, that's why shit is going the way it's going on, bitch. And I hope it continue to happen. I hope it continue to happen. God, please preserve. Okay, please preserve those who have stayed true to the motherfucking game. You sellouts. You backstabbing ass motherfuckers, those Sambo motherfuckers, bitch. I hope all your descendants catch it. I hope they catch it. I hope they catch the wrath of the Most High. I hope that spirit that was released last year continue to devastate and ravage through this fucking rumble. Because, bitch, you lied too long. You got away with some bullshit for too motherfucking long. And how dare you sit up on this motherfucking screen or wherever the fuck you sitting at over here talking about something. But you know, it's the gays. We got to blame it all on the gays and the immigrants. Now it's switched from the Haitian immigrants to the Mexican immigrants. Yeah, girl. Now they're attacking the Mexican immigrants. It went from the Haitians to now it's the Mexicans. Yeah, even though there's immigrants from all across the world, let's talk the Mexicans. Let's talk about how we want to they're taking our jobs from us. Y'all didn't want to work the jobs any fucking way. The last time I checked, none of you motherfuckers want to work in the field any motherfucking way. And also, I want to say this too, by the way, too. I know you didn't do this on purpose, but there was white field workers before the slaves came over here and was working the fields. You had white folks working in a cannery business, and they lost their jobs and they were employing, or when the black folks and the white folks teamed together and they displaced these poor white folks. And these poor white folks didn't have no job. They were homeless. And that's like I keep telling, not every white folks had a problem with black people, but they got your stupid ass thinking that though. Oh, we don't do the white folks because they did wrong to our ancestors. Not all white folks disliked you motherfuckers. And even to the day, even though the shit y'all spew for these people, they still love you. That's the saddest part about it too. They still love you. All the fucked up shit that y'all sit here and talk about and fuck saltines and fuck crackers and motherfuckers, this and that, they still watch y'all. They still support y'all. They still say da 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 boo boo boo. Hell, some of them even turn their back on their family for you motherfuckers. And you still sitting here. What about the Prince Harrys? Huh? How about that? What about the Prince Harrys? What about the motherfuckers who sat down there in segregation and got squirted with water hose and attacked by dogs for you motherfuckers? You're ungrateful. You're fucking ungrateful, bitch. So like I said, it's not a surprise to me that you guys want to attack the LGBT community. It's not shocking to me that you want to come for the black kings and queens that are just happen to be gay or trans. It doesn't shock me, girl. because you bit the hand who feeds you years ago. And you're going to keep doing the shit. You take the lingo, you use the Shantae, honey, T-shape, Miss Thing, all this little extra mannerisms, bitch. And then you want to read somebody down. Bitch, you wasn't even that shit before that shit came popular or in pop culture by homosexuals. But you want to sit here and be cute and gonna talk about something. Well, I don't understand. Everybody becoming gay. Yeah, because you're gay, sis. You've become gay, so now your men have become gay, and that's where we're gonna leave it at. You've become gay, so now your man is gay. He want him a queen, honey. Okay, Miss Thing. Okay, you can't say Miss Thing and honey like a queen can. He went for the originator. Cause see, bitch, you're duplicating. Okay, hello? You're duplicating, honey. So he said, fuck that shit. Since she wanna act like that and read no tea, no shade, hunty, all that shit. Now he's saying, I want to see who started that shit. That's what some of these men say, don't bring no sisters around me. So some of these men be like, my baby mama can't be one of those. Now, a lot of them, they be sisters themselves. You catch them on Grindr and shit. A lot of them be sissies them damn self. But girl, I don't want my girlfriend around no sis. Yeah, because he don't want to be talking to a gay man. He want a woman, honey. He's into a woman. Okay. And then when the minute he want to try a queen, you upset about it. I mean, well, look how you act, Miss Thing. You're not a pageant queen. Like Kenya Moore and shit. I could see someone like that, a pageant queen. Okay. Okay. Miss Continental. Okay. A Miss America, a Miss Universe doing that shit. Okay. Because you know that queens run that anyway. But the rest of the people, I don't get it. I don't see that. But you're on the same side, you cutting in on the gays and shit. But you, honey, hunty, yes. That's very gay. Very gay, honey. You look a fool. You look a damn fool, sis. And I'm not saying that you can't do that because you do whatever you want to do. Hell, you know, everybody culturally appropriate. You mad about the Bro Derek braids. You mad about, you know, Trish Paytas and them putting dreadlocks in and shit. You know, you upset about that shit, girl. But we should be sad about the shit you doing too. We should be upset. The Africans should be upset about how y'all rocking the motherland. And that thing too. When y'all gonna start donating over there to Africa? Because I see these Ethiopian commercials about Ethiopia's hungry and stuff. And when y'all gonna start donating to that? My black people out here that's rocking these dashikis and these motherland continental earrings and stuff. When y'all gonna be donating to the motherlands and shit? When you gonna do that? When you gonna hit up somebody, get a pen pal from over there from the motherland and have them to sing you some shit? Hell, when you gonna book a flight out there? You done flown all around America. Why not? It will only cost you about a good $1,500, and you can probably get it on deal, $648, and it covers everything. Why not go there and support what you can see? Like I said, culturally appropriating. Never step foot on that damn land, and even going into the food. You won't eat none of that food if it came over here, okay? Because I know some Africans. Like I told you before, I know some Africans, bitch. Going into that, you wouldn't eat some of the shit that they be eating over there in certain parts of Africa. You will not be eating that food. When I say country, I mean like Cameroon, Nigeria, like that. But you will not be eating none of that food, sis. Monkey and all the other good stuff. Bitch, you would not be eating that. But you sitting up on this YouTube and wearing your little dashiki shit and hana, and it looks a fool. And yet you talk about the white folks copying. Bitches all up for grabs. Bitches all up for grabs, bitch. If you want to sound a certain way, bitch, you can sound that way. Ain't nobody mad about it. I'm not upset about nobody calling nobody a nigga. I'm not upset about none of these white folks using the N-word. I'm not upset about none of that. Bitch, if you could call a gay man a faggot and in the same breath say, ooh, they throwing shade. Bitch, why not? Why not? Why not, brother? Why not? Let us all have it. That's all, though. Learn to love yourself. Learn to worry about yourself. Stay in your own lane. Invest in yourself. Instead of you looking around while everybody else is getting what they deserve and you haven't got what you got yet, look at yourself. Worry about you. Why you haven't got the man you wanted? Maybe because you're worrying about everybody else. Maybe you're worrying about who's a tranny. Even going into YouTube, y'all saw one of y'all favorite YouTubers. Her man walked out on her. Right here on YouTube. She was so happy about her man. She would come in my live chat talk about her bummy ass man. We know it wasn't gonna last, girl. All of a sudden her man leaves her. You know why? Because he didn't want to sit up here and hear about somebody he's never gonna meet. They were coming from a girl. He didn't want to hear that. He didn't want to hear about no damn tranny. He's like, bitch, if you want to talk about a tranny, let me go be with a tranny. Then I can hear about all the tranny shit. Okay. But that's why he left this bitch, because he got tired of it. He got tired of the shit. He said, bitch, I gotta go. I can't. I gotta go, sis. You weren't about the internet, or you weren't about giving me some pussy. But you ever talking about this, that, hitty bitty wet. Then you wonder why. You wonder why he called you bitch. See, that's the real tea right there. You worrying about what's over here instead of keeping that nice and warm and wet. Then you wonder why he giving his wet to somebody else. You ever thought about that? I really gotta go. I really gotta go now. Okay, so what the hell's going on? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Now we can see it. Come on, Queen of Plants. Come on, lady. Oh, come on in here, TC. Come on in here, CJ Taylor. Who you doing? Yes, come on in here. Don't mean to bore you with all this tea, but girl, two of my classmates passed away last week in two separate car crashes. One was a good friend of mine, not so much the other. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry about your loss. Ooh, this sounds horrible. Come on in here, Mina. Okay, yes, so sad, honey. Both of them were like best friends. It's so crazy how they died back to back like that. There was something spiritual with that, honey. And we're going to leave it at that. There was something spiritual with that. Definitely. These people have absolutely no life. They don't. They don't. And see, that's that thing too, TC. Like, honesty. Like, I love myself. And that's the reason why I'm single too. If when I get my man, I'm not going to be out here like that. My best friend would always say, girl, when you get your man, I'm not going to hear from you a lot, huh? Probably not. Because I got to keep my man entertained, girl. Like, I can entertain you too. But, I got to keep my man entertained, girl. I'm not going to have time to be out here giving the world all of me. Then when it comes out of my man, I'm too tired. Oh, baby, not tonight. I'm so tired. No. And that's not what a lot of these women's problem. That's why you can't get or keep a man, because you're giving all your shit to other people. Worrying about the next bitch. Ooh, girl, I got to take some tea. Girl, did you find out that she was really a man? I didn't know that at all. Girl, guess what? Ain't no man interested in that, sis. Ain't no straight man interested in that, sis. A queen might. If you got a closet case, he might be into a gossiping ass hussy. But ain't nobody else into that, whether it's for fun or not for fun. Girl, it is what it is. That's not exciting. A lot of people don't like talking about other people's lives. That's just boring. When your life is busy and successful and thriving, you're thinking and focused on that. You don't have time to worry about the next person. I'm saying this right now. I'm at the point to where I forget who some of my relatives are. And that's not even to be funny. When people call me and say, oh, girl, did she what happened to blah, blah, blah? No. And I really don't give a fuck about what happened to blah, 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 blah. Because maybe that's why you're on your way out, because you're worrying about the next shit. No tea, no shade. Let me straighten this hair, honey. Come on in here. Come on in here, RJ Black, Leo Gods. A lot of women nowadays are masculine. They are, Mina. And those be the hateful ones that be hating on the pretty bitches. They be hating on the feminine ones like, ooh, she got all that surgery done. Ooh, is that body? You thinking that ass real? Ooh, I can't. Sis, why you hating? Why are you hating, sis? Why? And I'm telling you, a lot of women that don't like trans women don't even like cisgender women. They don't even like cisgender women, honey. They don't even like themselves, because that's where it starts at. So, girl, bye. Yes, a makeup guru used to come out as a transgender, and a lot of those makeup gurus were upset, darling. They were like, oh no. Why were you so worried about it any motherfucking way? Or why are you so concerned about it? Whether or not if she was a man or a woman. Why are you so upset? Why are you so pressed about it, sis? Why are you so mad that mama was a transgender? Were you kind of crushing on her? Because I think that's the real tea. Maybe they were looking at this woman like, ooh, honey, I have a lesbian crush here. When they found out that she was transgender, they were like, damn, Even some of these men too. I know they were gagging. They were like, darling, honey, you can never come for a goddess. Okay. The divine feminine is being reawakened. It sure is Queen of Plants. And we're speeding up that process. Each and every day we close our eyes and we say our prayers. We are awakening the divine feminine. Isis is being awakened. She needs to take her throne back as the goddess moon. She needs to take back her spot. Right now, bitch, there's too much fuckery taking place. It got to happen. Come on in here, Yellow Joy. How you doing? Come on in here. Yes, and I was actually shocked when Lovely T talked about it. See that Lovely T, mother? Ooh. I think Lovely T is pretty. Okay. I think she's a pretty woman. Beautiful, I can't really say that because I think beauty is deeper than your fucking skin. She's pretty. But the shit she said sometimes is very nasty. And I'm just like, whoa, if somebody was talking about your son like that, how would you feel? Let alone, I don't even think that if her sons came out as being gay, she would even support that. Kind of like one of these other YouTubers that was like, we love the gay community. But she talked about if her son was a tranny, that they'll have a rifle and blow his head off and that they'll whoop his ass and shit. Oh, we got that video, bitch. Oh, we sure did. She was talking about a whole bunch of shit. But yeah, we love the LGBT community. Oh, as long as your son ain't gay, huh? He might be. I know a lot of girls that like to dance around colleges and stuff. You know, he might be. Says who knows? Maybe I had a piece or two. Maybe that's how I knew all your information. Maybe I got into his DMs. Maybe I got on down there and gave him a little bit of this tranny poom poom. And maybe I got into that phone and found out a lot of secrets. See, don't put it past a bitch like me, a sex demon like me, honey. I'll use what I got to get what I want. And maybe you mad because you use what you got and it didn't get you nowhere. Ow, come on in here. But a farm near a sewage line. Come on in here. Yeah, LOL. It's funny when these guys are like masking for masks. And I'm like, oh, so you just want to date and carbon copy yourself. Right. Well, of course, in terminology too, those are real true facts. Like they'll have you thinking that you're gay because you're feminine. Ooh, girl, you're a queen. Ooh, you a fag. I don't do fags. What? But you're into men with beard and mustaches with funky balls and stuff. I mean, that's a man on man. I mean, who would you think would be more of a fag, honey? A masculine man who likes a masculine man, or a masculine man who likes a feminine male who shaves his body, who's very anal on keeping his body clean. Because you can't convince me that a lot of these masculine gay men are clean. Because I've seen some pictures and shit with shits in the drawers and shit. And I said, honey, he couldn't be a bottom anyway, Miss Thing. Because he got Hershey's markings on his drawers. And anybody who see that shit, they get turned on, bitch. Hey, that's your tea. But ain't nobody dick stand hard. Ow, masculine energy is masculine energy. Energy is same for the feminine energy. It may manifest physically in different bodies, but energy is energy. That's right. So that is correct. It has to be different though. So okay, so going even into business and stuff. This is him talking back, y'all. He's talking back to me right now. This is him talking back to me because I caught him. I caught him. He's about to do some shit. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about that. Shut up. I don't give a fuck about that. Shut up. I don't give a fuck about that. There's no harm done to the dog. He's just being tied down. Can y'all see him? He's just being held down. There's no harm being brought onto this motherfucker. He's mad because he got caught. Anubis, when he get caught, he get upset, y'all. He got caught. He was about to piss on my bed. And this dog was about to get, yeah. Anyway, so he got caught and now he's shocked. But anyway, when it comes to business, two head honchos cannot run a business. It has to be someone who is dominant and someone who is not so dominant. And together they will create a balance to where that business will thrive. In a lot of businesses, there's a lot of masculine dominant people that are wanting to work together, and it does not work that way. And the same thing with relationships. Masculine dominant individuals cannot operate with masculine dominant individuals. There has to be a difference. It has to be. You have to be able to come together from different perspectives. And the same thing with friendship too. I don't want somebody to be friends with me that like the exact same thing I like, that act the way I act, that talk the way I talk. I need them to be different from me. I need them to be more masculine than me or more feminine than me. It is what it is. And that's how going into my best friend's relationship, like I said, it's been two different ways. We have likeliness, but we have two different approaches to things. And that's what makes our friendship last. A lot of people, they just do too much shit like, oh, my friend likes scary movies like I do. Oh, my friend also she liked to color pink. Like, sis, it sounds like she ready to take you out like Morgan and Lady Gaga. Anyway, we love Lady Gaga. Yes, honey, come on in here. Okay. Yes, honey. Ow. Okay. Come on in here, Epex. How you doing? Yes, honey. Without understanding intersectional privilege, we can engage in the same destructive idea of behavior to subordinate social populations that the Anglo-Saxons did to migrates. That is correct, Yellow's Joy. And that's exactly why I say, if you want to change their minds, then you also have to change your own mind. Michael Jackson had a song that was so great, and I think it was life-changing. I feel like it was so epidemic. And Michael Jackson was a transgender. I don't care nobody say it. That was a queen too. But anyway, that's not really my business. He didn't identify as a trans, so I can't really be disrespectful like that. But definitely, that was a queen, just like Prince was. Makeup and wigs galore. They probably have more wigs than I have. They probably wear more makeup than I wear. Anyway, but Michael Jackson had a song called hold on. I know what it's called, but I wanna put it on here just a little bit. I want to put it on here just a little bit. Ow. Michael Jackson had a song. Michael Jackson had a song that went a little something like this. Hey, come on. What? What? He said he's looking at the man in the mirror. He started with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at your stuff and make a change. So you motherfuckers out here talking about how the white man needs to have respect and equality for you, but you don't feel the same way about the trans, the gays, or white folks. Bitch, you're just as racist. You're just as fucking stupid. Bitch, I'm not taking that back. Stupidity does not win stupidity. Ignorance do not overshadow ignorance, honey. Wake up. You'll get by one day. One day you'll see your stupidity. You'll see your stupid ways. And if you don't see it soon, King James was black. Come on in here. The first Jewish people were black too, just to throw it out there. Anyway, come on in here, Cornelia. Al, come on in here. Yes, honey, Lord. I know that's right. Come on, Shamika. How you doing? Come on in here, King of Sheba. Yes, honey. Come on, Lada 485. Yes. Yes, honey. Come on in here, Isis. Al, listen. Isis is already starting. She's already starting the Great Awakening. See, they came for one of Isis' 7 daughters, okay? And they thought they were cute. They came for one of Isis. And see, I just don't understand. And maybe I don't understand because it's coming anyway. But they came for one of her daughters, and it is said that one of her daughters is actually the original version of Lucifer. Not my concern. But Isis just said, I have to show you motherfuckers where it all began. And this is what she's doing every single day. So of course people are trying to get rid of the evidence. They're trying to get rid of the prototype and the gene, honey, the genes of Isis. Because see, going into the book of Genesis, that is the gene of Isis. The book of Genesis talks about where you witches came from, where you people with power came from. And that's the only book that talks about it. So unless you're reading the book of Genesis somewhere else, You have to get it from the Bible. So that's why I laugh when these witches say, oh, I don't read the book, I don't read the Bible, I don't read it. But you're hoodoo. You do hoodoo. You don't read the Bible? Even if you didn't do voodoo or hoodoo, the Bible is so magical. It talks about the roots of you being a witch. But of course, sis, because you wish you were one and you want to be one so bad. As Beyonce said, you dreamt of being me when you were a little girl. When you were a little girl, you dreamt of hopefully wanting to be someone like me, a real witch. And because you didn't have it in you, when you start to see that real energy, that witch pussy start dripping, you start seeing that witchery dripping all which ways, you became so upset by it to where let's attack. You're doing exactly what your forefathers did to my ancestors. And when I say ancestors, I mean spiritual ancestors. You're doing exactly what your forefathers did to my ancestors. And you wish that you're a part of that heritage. But we all know that you're not, because you're still doing basic ass cannabis magic. You're still using your hate and rage to manifest shit that haven't got you nowhere. It haven't got you the man of your dreams. It haven't got you the friends that you always dreamt of having. And that's the crazy thing about it. It's gotten you nowhere. So now you sit here looking stupid as if, well, I'm a real witch. My grandma was a witch. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Come on in here. Hey, pretty Kara. Yes, honey. Come on in here, Belizean Bad and Bruja. Come on in here. Ooh, girl, I swallowed that spit nice and hard, honey. Excuse me. Come on in here, Sean. Ow, thank you, Sean. You didn't know Isis had 7 daughters? Jay, what? What? What, Jay? You didn't know Isis had 7 daughters? What? What, Jay? What? Yes, honey. Is that awakening? Isis, come on in here. I'm excited for my oil, but I'm also about to sign up for those classes to learn about some tea. Listen, have your notebook, be able to focus, and you're going to get all that tea. And of course, for those of you who got the first class, I waited for the email. I got an email from 2 people saying that they're ready. I'm waiting for 2 other people. So you guys blame them for the holdup, okay? That's right. Come on in here. The goddess of the mind, the true goddess. Come on in here. The moon represents the mind, honey, and she was the queen of the moon. So shout out to Mother Isis, honey, with her hermaphrodite ass. We love that, honey. Ow. Yes, the Psalms are spells, not just the book of Psalms. The whole Bible spells, actually. Isaiah, Nehemiah, Malachi. Now, the book of Malachi, you're going into some real deep shit, kind of like the book of Daniel's. But the book of Job, Proverbs, Romans. These are all spells. Yes, they're all spells. Sure is. Those who really know, really know. Beyonce Rare Witch with those heifers. These other heifers are charlatans. Oh, they can't stand Beyonce, huh? They are so mad because Beyonce accepted her true calling because she come from greatness. They are so upset about that. And I don't know why. Bitch, why are you so mad at Beyonce? I have to do a 360 eye roll, bitch. Girl, listen. Bitch, I do a 360 eye roll. How dare you? These people are panicking, thinking about World War III is about to start. What do you think about it, Mystic? Well, this is what I think. I think that World War III, take my time. I think that World War III is going to be something that's going to take place on a spiritual level. I think that the stuff that's going on now is a propaganda to fuel something else or to cover up something else. And that's what I think about it. I think there may be some physical stuff with it because, of course, there's wars that happen every day, all day. But I definitely think that, motherfucker, I definitely think that, and look for my motherfucking water, honey. Yes, magic can work without contacting spirits. Of course, if you're trying to do some real big shit, you need to contact spirits. Your intentions alone will not help you to manifest big desires. You have to work with spirits. You got to work with energies that are residents to that frequency. How coming in here that are natural. It's kind of like when in Rome, you do what they do in Rome, right? When in Rome, do what the Romans do. I don't know why he ever sit right here. He no, he is so uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable. I know, baby. Go over there. I know you're uncomfortable. I know you're trying to get me to get off the internet. I don't want to get off right now. Mind your business. No, I'm playing y'all. You listen to Beyonce, you're in a good mood. Listen to Beyonce all the time. She always puts you in a good mood. Can magic be effective without the help of spirits? So, like I said, magic. Okay, let me just say this. Let me put this in simple terms for you. Everything is a spirit, okay? TVs are spirits, phones are spirits. There's a spirit that reigns over food. So spirits are everywhere. I think you're asking, do you have to know the name of the spirits, right? Like, do I have to work with Oshun in order to become rich? Do I got to work with Athena in order to become beautiful? Do I got to know who the Norse gods and goddesses are, like Thor, etc., etc.? No, you do not. But if you do not know where you come from, you do not know where you're going. Not the same thing, but if you do not know what you're doing, then how are you expected to get results? So, although you're like, I don't really want to work with spirits for whatever reason, maybe you don't want to buy the supplies, maybe you don't want to be that dedicated. And that goes into self discipline too. The whole process of venerating spirits and stuff deals with you and your discipline to being able to invest in things that you want, right? So, like I said, you do not have to know the names of spirits to get what it is that you want, but you have to be um, well informed about spirits that reside or reign over certain arenas. Easiest way to put it, honey. Certain arenas. I said it, honey. It's raining, honey. Come on in here. Listen to the Coco song Sunshine Receipt. Come on in here. What you think about that? I'm excited to delve into the conjure class and the Fae next. Ooh. Well, listen. The Fae may be next. The Fae, let me see right now. Hold on. Let's see what's gonna be next after this. Let's see what's gonna be next after this. Hold on. Excuse me. One moment. Let me see. Hold on. Excuse me. One moment. One moment. Let me open up my folder here. One moment. One moment. Okay, let's go on down. So I'm thinking the next class is going to be activation of Hecate. I think that's going to be the next class because, of course, they kind of go hand in hand. I would say in order, it would be possibly activation of Hecate first, but I said no. I want to do summons of conjure because there's something I wanted to get into. Okay, so we have summons of conjure, activation of Hecate, um, demonic and angelic magic revealed. Okay, that's going to be very interesting. I was going to do that one first initially as well. It was going to be between that one and Hecate. But the information, the demonic and angelic magic, you would have to know the information that's in Summons of Conjure first. And you would also have to get familiar with Hecate. So I want to make sure that you were kind of absorbing it in order of receive, or I would say order of importance. And then, of course, the Magica of Fae will finish it all. And then Gods Among Us is kind of like non denominational. So we just talk about, gods, deities, energies, orishas, and spirits that you may have heard of, Athena, not knowing that she's also connected to Heka, who's also connected to blah, 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 blah. And of course, those are just examples I'm throwing out there. So we're going to go into that. We're going to break that down. And of course, there's so many spirits to go over. So I'm going to go over um, the commonly spoken about gods and goddesses, even going into as far as culture wise. So, anyway, that's what we're going to do with that one. That one is probably going to be the most in depth. No. Okay, I would say the Summons of Conjure is probably the most in depth class. And that's probably why I wanted to do it first, too, because there's so much information there. If you took Art of Conjure, if you took the Necromancy class, Summons of Conjure goes deeper than that. So Art of Conjure was kind of like getting familiar with energies and spheres and realities and realms and worlds, right? That'll be on your comprehension, right? Okay, but you will definitely understand it. Then going into the the necromancy class, now we're dealing with spirits that are closer to this plane. So now we hit things that are more realistic, easy to access, like communicating with your deceased loved ones, making that contact and understanding that process. Which, by the way, for those of you who took the necromancy class, we're not done yet because I need to sing you your meditations. And then the summons of conjure. Now we're going deep into some esoteric information. We're going deep into history. And that's why I said there's a lot of synchronicity that takes place because I watched the Mistress of Evil, Maleficent, and we're talking about Maleficent in Summons of Conjure. Not her in particular, but what her species are. Okay, so now you're going into the realm of seeing energies to where once you have down the stuff that was in the Art of Conjure, the Necromancy class, and the things that are in Summons of Conjure, okay, because those who took Art of Conjure, that was like what, several months ago. If you also have taken the Necromancy class, honey, you're like beginners, intermediate, and then you're a pro by the time you took the Necromancy class. With the Summons of Conjure, this is going to take you beyond all that. So, like I said, you're going to be able to see things, feel energy, hear things, taste things, like your clairvoyance or your clairos, everything. The Claire sisters are going to be so potent and so powerful because the spirits that you become connected with is going to. I just thought about something right now. Did we present something? No. Oh my God, never mind. Woo! Okay, I got the classes mixed up. Okay. So anyway, yeah, but Summons of Conjure is what I'm saying, but something just came to me, but someone paid for the Defensive Magic Advanced class, and I discussed something in there, and I was like, wait a minute, did I put that in the Summons of Conjure? I may or I may not. So anyway, we're going to be talking about making pacts with these spirits to where, once again, you don't have to do rituals every day, all day. You can close your eyes because your subconscious have observed all the things you've done by hand. As I say, you got to practice what you do. You have to do what is being taught. Okay, it's stored in your psyche now. And then now, if you're in your class and you feel something or whatever, you're able to instantly get yourself in that space and do what you need to do. Even going into people in the necromancy class, there's an exercise I gave you. If you do that exercise every single day, you will be like, wait a minute, something ain't right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I tell you, it's so needed. It's so needed. So, like I said, Summons of Conjure, we go over that. We go over, the abilities of, oh my God, bitch. It's like clockwork, bitch. It's like fucking clockwork. Okay, hello? So anyway, so we're going over that. We're going to also go over spirits. We're going to go over to accessing the realms. We're going to go over some stuff that people don't really talk about. Okay? People think it's the left-hand path, the right-hand path, but there's other paths that are involved. And these paths, two of the paths, you can't Google none of it. Okay? Two of the paths that we're going to mention in Summons of Conjure, you can't Google none of it, boo-boo. You cannot Google, and let me confirm. Let me type in Google right now. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh. Oh shit. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Wait. Hold on. Okay. So you can okay, you could Google it and they got information out there on it, but it's giving you an introduction to this stuff. And I know it's an introduction type thing because what I'm looking at, these books are only like $16. There's no way they're giving you some very powerful information for no damn $16. Okay. Even going into here, oh my God, they even have, oh my God, they got a Facebook group on this shit. Not a Facebook group, but they're going into, okay, so they're going into like exercise and shit. Okay, y'all learned that shit in the Art of Conjure and the Necromancy class. Okay, let me try one more thing. Because I know this one you cannot Google at all. I know you cannot Google this one at all, only because if you had access to this so easily, then honey, there'll be some major changes going on in this world. Nope. Bam. Nope. 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 Once again, they're lightly going over. There's no books on it, but there's little informations. No, never mind. They're talking about something totally different. Nope. They're talking about something totally different. Never mind. Nope. So you cannot Google. You cannot Google. You cannot Google that one because the word is there, but it's not what it is. No, it's not what it is at all. They just use the word together because the word means liberating. So yeah, it's not there, but it is there. Nope, nope, nope. And they're also connecting everything um to that. So that's not it. We're coming at it from an Egyptian approach, honey. Hello. Okay. Come on in here, Melly, 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 Melly. Come on in here. Yes, honey. Yes. Listen, all those classes are going to be amazing and phenomenal. And I'm going to try to actually knock them all out within this week. The latest will be next week because we got a lot that we're doing, especially going into this blue activation stuff. I want to give this my all. So I actually should be doing something right now anyway. As you see, I got all the shit I print. I got to print out some more stuff. And then I gotta head to Walmart. But definitely, honey, these classes are definitely gonna take you to the next level. If you guys are tired of hocus pocus type of magic, the things that are being taught in these 5 classes are going to blow your minds away. Come on in here. Okay. Are people ruled by moon deities or connected to the Cancer general more erratic and IG more crazy because of how changing and volatile the moon is? Yes. And also going into the whole lunar cycle. So yes, yes and no. You got to also go into the numbers that are connected to people who are born under the zodiac of Cancers. I know that's what you're asking. Also going into the animal or the insect that is connected to that. You would see a whole bunch of shit there. But Cancer, very similar to Pisces, deals with mysticism. So there's a lot of, it's like the cycle of death and life over and over again, just keep rehappening. Okay. And that's why even going into 69, that being the zodiac's symbol, one of the zodiacal symbols of the Cancers, but death and life, recycling all over again. 6 represents coming into men, and 9 represents death and or the exit of men. So it is a constant recycle. So Cancers are forever growing, they're forever changing, they're forever evolving, and expressing themselves emotionally is a must. People would always think I was coming for people, and I would say, "Ooh, Cancer are too sensitive for me." No, Cancers could definitely be sensitive, but it's important to let out things, not let it build up. A lot of Cancers I've known, they've held stuff in. Today would be, today would be like November the 11th, and maybe you took a piece of cake accidentally because someone said you can have a slice of cake. There's two cakes there. You thought they were talking about that cake, so you cut the cake. Well, the cake belonged to a Cancer, and throughout the week you kind of notice, hey, like they were being fake, loving, but they were being fake. Oh, they got attitude about something, right? So time go on, and I guess it just starts building up to where you accidentally bumped into the Cancer that you ate their cake. Fast forwarding, this is December the 24th. So you bump into them, and all of a sudden, hey, watch who the fuck you're going, man. I'm so sick of this shit, man. You Then you're like, whoa, I just bumped into you by accident. What's going on? And then they start letting it all out. Well, I didn't like the fact that you ate my cake and you didn't ask me if you can have a piece of that cake. And you're like, what? I haven't had cake in 2 months. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean? What? And then they remind you, no, November the 11th, you had a piece of cake. It was my fucking piece of cake, and you didn't ask me for it. So now you're like, oh, bitch. So this is why you've been a little fake with me. So I notice Cancers do that a lot. They cannot express themselves emotionally. And I think once they learn how to control their emotion, right, then they'll be able to communicate effectively and clearly to where they won't have no boiling point. That's what I think. Which zodiacs do I think are strongest to practice magic? To be honest with you, the dual ones. So Pisces, Cancers, Geminis, um, Sagittariuses. I even think Aquariuses are also duality. They display Aquariuses as a man that carries water. But anyway, those are the signs I think that are best suited for magic. I think going into some dark hand under, slap shit, the best zodiacs that would do that type of work would be Scorpios first, Capricorns second, and third would have to be we can't miss out on Libras when it comes to duality too. Libras are also great too when it comes to best practicing magic. But also Aries. Okay. Those signs right there are good at doing some left hand shit, sneaking up on you, doing some bomb juju, bet you get your money to type of shit. Now, people that need to stick with love and light stuff, or at least be honest and open with all their practices, I would have to go into being Leos. I would have to say the Taurians, Taurus people, and I would have to say Virgos. Okay. So yes, the other sign that I did not mention, I think I mentioned them all. Yeah. So those are the ones that are great at doing the healing lighter stuff. Bringing in some good tea, and only doing the left hand stuff if it's about retribution. Oh, come on in here. Y'all not ready for that? Are you connected to Isis because you're a Cancer? No, because there's Geminis that are connected to Isis. There's Virgos. There's Sagittariuses that are connected. But no, that's not why you're connected to Isis. Yes. Come on in here, TC. Yes. My Cancer's friend, she would act very envious and jealous of me and fake shake my head and way too emotional. Yes. Yes. And there's one thing about Cancers too, and I've noticed this more from the females than the males, that the females are more temper tantrum ish. Like, I'm going to cry all the way until I get my opinion or until I get my shit hurt. Kind of like I'm going to yell as loud as I can so you can understand what I'm saying. And I think it's for them to hear themselves. So, like I said, when it comes to zodiac signs, I have a harder time getting along with female Cancers than I do male Cancers. And that's just my experience. Female cancers, like I said, and maybe the ones I've met, they've had some type of issues, some type of abandonment issues. So that's why they became like that. But I also think they're very manipulating, very controlling. I think all the water signs are Scorpio, Cancers, and Pisces. I think Pisces are great for playing that baby role, though, like making you feel guilty without throwing the temper tantrum, you know. And Cancer, on the other hand, they'll try to make you feel guilty by trying to tell you off. Well, actually, when the Pisces, they're a little more gentle. Now, going into Scorpios, oh, bitch. Oh, honey. Scorpios remind me of Cancers and Pisces. Like, they have traits of both of them. They could be very loving, very sweet, and try to play on your emotion. And then on the flip side, they can be fucking psychotic. They can say, well, you're the one and you did that. Like, bitch, that bipolar shit. They play both sides very well. And it's like, bitch, I caught on already. I caught on already, girl. I can tell Scorpio, like I could tell Scorpio, the two signs that I can tell right off the bat someone is by seeing them and interact with them are Virgos and Scorpios. I could just tell right off the back when you're Virgo, and I can tell right off the back when you're fucking Scorpio. Okay, just instantly. The other people that are other signs, I have to, feel a little more and say, okay, well, you definitely have some, you're either an Aquarius or you have that in your chart, a lot of it. But like I said, Scorpios, they're crazy. They're crazy. I heard about it say they're crazy. They probably give you some good sex. The Scorpios I've had, they give you some good sex, sucking on toes and all that good stuff. Very nasty and very there, but they also have a lot of mental instability. They're about that life. The Scorpio I had was very psychotic. Yeah, so like I said, okay. Your ascending is a Cancer. Uh-oh. So people see you as a Cancer, Melly. Are you very emotional? Oh, she was trans too? Oh, see, so I know trans get very competitive and jealous of other trans. That's why I don't really have trans friends. Because I think in the trans mindset, I deserve everything. And if she can get it, I can get it too, because she's trans like me. And I also think that people have that same mindset. Like Black people have that mindset with each other. I think Hispanics have the mindset with each other. I think that white folks have that mindset with each other. But like I said, going into the trans, because it's such a small population, that we really feel that way. Where and I can't have that. Like, I'm a trans person who was raised in the heterosexual world, who interacts with heterosexual people on the regular, and so that's my mindset. So I don't see that as, using the tranny stuff to get by, or well, I'm trans, you're trans, so if you can get it, I can get it too. I don't see that mindset, but a lot of trans I know, I see it in them, and I can hear it in their voice. Like, well, you can do it, I can, or girl, I didn't find a man on my dreams, so you can't find one either. And it's like, there are cisgender women that can't find a man. There are women out there that are trans and that are happily married, that can get any man they want. And if you're talking about in America, you may not find it in America. That's why you have to go out and get a passport, sis, and expand your consciousness. But definitely, but definitely, you, like I said, they just have that mentality. Like, I gotta get it. I gotta be the best at this. No, bitch, you could be yourself. Okay. My brother's a Pisces, and he got angry at me for something I did Tuesday, and I was like, "Oh my god." Well, Pisces have good memory though. Pisces is the mystic signs. Okay, they are the mystic aspects of the zodiac signs. They're very mystical, so they have a very good memory, and so that part of him was definitely just him having a good memory. Sun is Virgo, my moon is Aries. Okay, come on in here. Well, my moon is also Aries. Come on in here. Sun is Virgo. Okay, yes. Virgos are about that life. I always think that going into affection, it would have to be a duo between Virgos, Leos, and Taurus. Taurian people. I like saying Taurian. The Taurian people. The Taurian people, the Leon people, and the Virgian people. Um, there's a I think there's a fight with who's more affectionate, who's more affectious, who's more um loving and just I I think there's a battle between that. Nothing happened on the West Coast, honey. What's going on the West Coast that I don't know about? Come on, what's going on? Thank you, the third eye of Edie's coming in here. That's Gemini's make good contemporary lovers. I just think you've had some bad experiences, Sean, because I think you're saying that Gemini's are fun in bed. Oh, come on in here. No, Gemini's. When it comes to Gemini's, it's so difficult. First of all, to get a Gemini to be stable. And of course, life path numbers go into that as well. So a Gemini who's a 5, it's hard to get them to be interested in only one person, one thing, unless of course that person that they're interested in is also someone who is into change. I like to change around my furniture. I like to change around a lot of stuff. I'm not into anything fixed. I'm like a gypsy, honey. I like freedom. I like traveling. I like seeing new things, meeting new people. If you bore me, I'm over you. I will forget about you. We'll keep it moving, and that's just what it is. But with Gemini's and being a lover, you have to be able to keep a Gemini's mind stimulated. And Geminis get bored so quick. Okay. So quick. We're forever processing things. We're forever thinking about things. So we need somebody who can keep up with us. Friends, lovers, you have to be able to keep up with us. If you cannot keep up with the bitch, it's a one night stand. Okay. Come on in here. Come on in here. So many every man into toes and feet like to like damn. They are. Yes, Arabic men are into toes and feet. Yes, honey. Some of my favorite foot baths have been by some Arabic men. Yes, honey. They love massaging your feet, placing your feet right over their private, unmentionable area. They're into foot teases and all that good stuff. And they're just some good lovers. Um, that's not the reason too why I'm single, because I can't figure out what kind of lover I want. If I want, a Middle Eastern hot climate, always trying to get it on, type of you know, man, or if I want a man who's into the cold and he's from the Caucasus Mountains and he likes to go out in the snow and play in the snow. If I want to take an island man, someone who loves the sands and breaking open the coconuts and drinking the milk? Or do I want a mountaineer, a person who loves the mountains, someone who loves high? Like I said, just so hard. It's hard to decide because, of course, when I think that, okay, I think I could settle with an Asian man, then all of a sudden I meet a man from a certain part of Asia that I've never heard of, right? I've heard of many places now, but I would be like, what? You're Burmese? What the fuck is that? And then you look up, you're like, oh my God. And so, yeah. So, like I said, it's so hard. So, I'd rather be single and mingle and dip in the water when I want to dip in the water than to say, okay, I'm ready to be tied down by this Canadian man. And then 2 years down the line, he can't keep up with me. And now I'm on. I really think I could stay with a man who has an accent, who has colored eyes, and who is intelligent. I think I could stay with that man for a long time. I think he can keep me entertained. So he has to have those three things. If he does not have those three things, an accent, colored eyes, and he's not intelligent. And what I mean by intelligent, bitch, we're gonna play some mind games when we first meet up, okay? Okay, bitch, we're gonna pick the mind. That's what we're gonna play a game called Pick the Mind, and we're gonna see how sly I can be. And if he can catch on to that slyness and call me out, bitch, we put a ring on it the next day. Tell everybody now I'm going on a date. The next day I'm gonna have a ring on it. And then if he keeps winning over, bop, 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 y'all, 30 days, y'all, we're gonna have a YouTube special. Mystic gets married. Ah, ah, oh God. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, colored eyes is a fetish of mine. I love colored eye people. You know, I feel like I'm looking into a globe or something when I look at them. When I look into someone's eyes who have colored eyes, I feel like I'm seeing into worlds beyond our own. So it's very spiritual for me. An accent definitely means that his tongue moves at a different vibration. Oh, come on in here. Come on in here. What? You ain't ready for that. Okay. And then him being intelligent, bitch, we can have conversations the whole night. We will never get bored. Okay. That's what I dream of. We'll never get bored. We'll talk about so much shit. Bitch, we can talk about everything, girl. We can go back to the year 2 BC. No, excuse me. We go back into the year 560,000 BCE. Catch that T. Bitch, we can talk about everything under the sun, and I will never get bored. Because, bitch, I got that mouth. I can keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. Bitch, this brain has never stopped absorbing anything. Okay? So I need a man who can keep up with that. Now, we have this conversation and you doze off on me, but you got to go. And I've had that before. I've had dates with people where we're having conversations. They're like, oh, yeah, ha, 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 ha. Bitch, you got to go. Well, it's not going to work out. Well, I was tired. I had a long day. Well, I had a long day too, bitch, and talking keeps me up. So you can't keep up? Bye, honey. You need you a slow bitch. Bye, honey. Enjoy. Bye, pumpkin. Okay. Bye, pumpkin. Sick of it. Competitiveness is very masculine anyway. So what's the tea? Competitiveness is very masculine because you have more women in groups sticking together than you had men. Nowadays, you got men sticking together more than females. Your best friend's a Pisces. Come on in here. What is my rising? I'm a Pisces rising. Come on in here. I'm a Pisces rising. There's something I will never give out about my chart, but I am a Gemini, Aries, and a Pisces rising. Come on in here. And then there's another zodiac or zodiacal. Ooh, I love that word. Zodiacal. Come on in here. Say it with me, y'all. Zodiacal. There's another zodiacal symbol that's heavy in my chart that you guys will never guess what it is. You will never guess what it is. You will never guess what it is. And it's so amazing because I say, oh my God, that's where that side comes from. So, you know, when I'm self-evaluating myself, I know that my temperament comes from and me going ham and shit is the Aries in me, you know, and even like going into how expressive I am, it's the Gemini in me. And then going into my spiritual side and how I love spirituality and I just, I eat it, I shit it, I do it all. Is the Pisces side of me. I'm so just in that. I can just talk spirituality all day, every day. I can literally shut myself off from the whole world to be spiritual for the rest of my life if I had to. I could. Come on in here. Yes. What are your thoughts on sex magic? I heard it can be extremely powerful. Sex magic is the most powerful the most powerful type of magic. Sex magic is so important to understand and know. Sex magic have the ability to get all that you need and some. Sex magic also has the ability to heal or to make you sick. A lot of people right now are suffering from, not limited to, but may include cervical cancer, colon cancer, prostate cancer, um, esophagus cancer is called esophageal whatever cancer, throat cancer. Y'all not ready for that? Breast cancer. Come on in here. Tumors and shit growing in your lymph nodes. All that shit could be linked to you having sex with people that are not on your vibrational frequency. So you out here wonder why you're getting these yeast infections every so often, why you got these pulps in your anal cavities that keep swelling up, why you have something in that throat that you cannot tend to get out of it, why your prostate is a bit enlarged, all this good stuff. You got to think about that. Who are you letting on you? We're gonna keep it at that. Who are you letting on you, and who are you letting in you, and who you putting yourself into? Because a lot of these men out here, they're having erectile dysfunction, and we're gonna keep it real. They have an erectile dysfunction because they sticking that thing inside of everything that let it that's open for it to come into. And I always say this: one day you're gonna stick that into one slot that when you pull out, that's gonna be the last motherfucking boner that you pop. And I kid you not, never fails. You got something upon you, brother. You better get it together. Okay, come on in here. So sex magic is very powerful. I'm a practitioner in sex magic. I've had sex magic. I've done sex magic with heterosexual men, bi men, gay men, um, oh, heterosexual women, and a lesbian woman. I've had it all. So of course, sex magic is very spiritual. A lot of people are into sex magic um, for whatever reason, but it's definitely a spiritual thing. Okay, it's definitely a spiritual thing. Yes, honey. Before the Hecate class, do I need to take any of the general color, power, mind, etc. class? I missed enrollment for conjure class. So no, before the Hecate class, there's no prerequisite class that is needed. I will say this though, you're talking about the activation of Hecate. I think that you should definitely take the Summons of Conjure class because, of course, that's going to go hand to hand. The three classes that are going to go hand in hand with each other are the Summons of Conjure, the Magicka of Fae, and the Hecate activation class. Those are the three classes that are going to go hand to hand, that are going to team up and shift your frequency and vibration to a whole nother realm. I'm telling you right now, people are going to say, what's going on with you? When you start practicing the shit that's in these classes, they're going to say, what's wrong with you? Like you changed, brother or sister, and you're gonna be like, "What? I'm the same person." They're gonna start, "No, you not. You changed," because they feel that energy. So no, there's no prerequisite classes before taking any of the classes. You could take the Hecate class by itself, but it may leave you wondering, and even some of the terminology that's used in that class, I will give you a definition. But if you want to like know about like, okay, well, who are these and what is that and how exactly has that worked? Then of course the Summon of Conjure have the information in it. And some of the stuff that's in the Summon of Conjure, I'm gonna kind of reiterate from the Necromancy class and the Art of Conjure, just kind of lightly or politely. Who knows? We'll see. Because right now it's already in depth. We're doing 3 different parts. We already did part 1. Part 2 is going to be a little more like intense, and then the last one is going to be whoa, whoa, honey. Y'all might even look at yourself different. You might want to be in the mirror, just observing yourself, full butt, ass booty naked, just lifting up your arms and shit and saying, because when I first got that information, honey, years ago, I was doing it, honey. I was interested in my hands, the veins, the blood that's in my body right now. I was interested in the little creases in my hands, my fingers, how my ears are placed here and not here. Like all that shit amazed me. And it made my brain say, what? So I would daze out and think about it like, that is so fucking crazy. But of course, that side of me was also the original who I am. Okay. That is the original, because the original who I am knows that I'm not this flesh. So that was like, girl, what you got us in now? Girl, what you got us in now, honey? What's going on? Girl, and you brown skin now? What? I heard Pisces rising is the rarest rising to be born into. It sure is, ex Paval. It sure is. Yes. And I see, okay, your response hit home. I see practitioners of Tijuana often, and I can feel the negative spiritual effects of it. I have been a spiritualist for years, but recently I've gone to the dark side. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Sean. Going into that spiritual sex does have negative spiritual effects. And that's why I laugh when people equate AIDS and HIV to only gay sex. There's a certain type of gay or a certain type of sexual frequency, not gay, certain type of sexual frequency that will allow you to get AIDS or HIV, regardless of your sexual practice or preference. Can we talk about that for a minute? There's a spirit that attaches itself to your region and cause certain things to happen. Even going into like complex two and cold sores and shit, which I won't get into. But going into prostitution and stuff, this is why people go to Kenya, they go to Brazil, they go to Asia, they go to all the Asian countries, they go to Latin America to have intercourse with people of certain levels. And we're gonna keep it there because me thinking about that really disgusts me, and I'm getting like a weird nasty taste in my mouth right now. So it's like, no thank you, I don't want to think about this shit. But they do some real weird shit. And even in this country, they're trying to legalize certain things, and that is to bring about certain spirits. So prostitution has been around. It's the oldest profession. It has survived everything because it goes back into the beginning of time of how you came about. And when I say you, those who are on this internet right now, you came from something that started out with a sexual deviation. So when people say that they're spiritually inclined, especially demonologists or people who work with spirits and shit, heavy spirits, how are you working with these demons but you don't get erections or you don't get into that sexual mood? That's not possible. Even going into like movies and shit when they display someone trying to tap into certain realms. Hell, even going into shit you heard about Aleister Crowley and shit. Going into sex magic, how they talked about sex magic is the first thing you have to learn before going into anything else. So how are you doing this shit, but you're embarrassed or ashamed to say pussy or balls or dick? Or you're afraid to say how much of a hoe you really are. Instead of you saying that, you want to shame the prostitutes and the escorts and strippers. But girl, you do the exact same shit. Except for they got paid from it. You doing it for free. Ain't nothing wrong with that, sis. Ain't nothing wrong with that, honey. Ain't nothing wrong with that, girl. You keep doing it for free, then you make them want to see it after a bad bitch like me. Don't you start charging now, bitch. Do it for free. Go ahead. Bitch, you don't gotta worry about it. Your refrigerator have no food in it. You lost your job. Your car's on E. Hell, you may not even have a car. Credit fucked up as all get out, but your pussy on fire. Come and get it. As I was telling my friend the other day, you sucked all these dicks. Excuse me, this is getting a little X-rated now. You sucked all these dicks, girl, and all you have in your savings account is $5,000. You must be so proud of yourself. Whoa. Because, bitch, you damn right. If my mouth is going on all those penises, because I won't get into numbers of what she had around her, because she make videos and shit, but she do. So all those pings have been all up in there, and all you have to show for it is $5,000 in a savings account, and your credit look like shit. Bitch, you not sucking the right motherfuckers. You better get online and figure out who work for Equifax TransUnion. You better figure out and go down there and work that magic. You better use the power of seduction, bitch. Hello? Hello? Girl, you better watch on down, girl. Find your good old realtor, honey. Girl, bye. So sex magic can get you a sugar daddy. Sex magic sure can get you a sugar daddy. It sure can. There's different types of sex magics. There's different levels. There's levels to this shit. And depending on the level you're trying to be on, like I think binding spells and stuff, and let me be honest with you. I think binding spells and stuff are done for sugar daddies to make sure that he's not giving your sugar up to anybody else. Okay. I think when it comes to true love and stuff, there should not be no type of binding done because when it comes to true love, you're anchoring your heart into his heart or her heart, and that ain't going nowhere. That ain't changing. But when it comes to, like I said, sex for benefits, profit for emotions, that type of shit, now there is binding stuff. You need to get things to lock them down. That's just my opinion on it. I want a man who's really there, fully there, not partially there, who love me like I love myself. Come on in here. Okay. Yeah, come on in here. Woo! Holy Spirit was hitting me, honey. Do fibroids and endometriosis link to that? It sure does. Fibroids and endometriosis usually comes up in people who've been sexually violated and or spiritually violated by their father. Now, sexually violated does not only include sexually violated by your father. I'm just saying. But there's definitely masculine energy that implants those fibroids and endometriosis or little tumors or knots within their uterus. Okay. But going into the father, relationship with the father, that's why even some people, like some people I know have that. And I've asked questions and they're like, no, that never happened. But in my mind, I'm like, if you were 2 years old, how would you remember that? If you were 3 years old, how would you remember that? Like, how would you remember that? Like, you're not going to remember that. And then one thing about our mind is when we go through something so traumatic, that's why it's so important for us to seek therapy. When our bodies go through something so traumatizing, our mind will shield us from it and kind of block it out to where you totally forgot about it. And if you get into therapy, I don't know how the therapists know this or the psychologists know this. Maybe it's the training they get, but they're able to pick up you've been touched. But they're not going to say that. So they're going to ask more questions. Well, how did that make you feel when this happened? And then based on your response, they know, okay, this patient has been molested. This patient was violated. And now we need to work this out to release this. And then you start having these little sessions where you're like, oh my God, I totally forgot about that. I remember when I came in and I walked in on my dad doing this to my sister, and then I got in there and he did like just shit like that happens. So going into fibroids and endometriosis, I guarantee you 99% of the women that end up getting that have had a very traumatic experience to their uterus. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. 99% of the time. Bitch, it is what it is. That's my opinion. And you get into the spiritual aspect of that, you know exactly why. Very similar to diabetes, very similar to, certain cancers, depends on where it's at in your body. It will link into masculine or feminine energy. Okay, come on in here. Okay. Come on in here. She's supposed to own all of Saudi Arabia and half the oil in it. Let's go get it. I know that's right, TC. I mean, that's what I'm about. Or even at least have more than that. If you're 30 years old, okay, and you're doing that type of stuff, bitch, you should have at least like $50,000. And another thing too, what I think is so weird. Okay, so she had like Capital One and stuff, and she maxed out her card to like $60,000, y'all. And she was like, well, I spent $60,000 in 1 year on hotel fees or her surgeries, which she never paid for. She did through like hair credit and shit. Oh, I paid $30,000. Well, you didn't pay that, sis. The creditors paid that. And now that's on your credit report, girl. You're in debt $120,000 and you're only 27 years old. So I would be sucking dick to clear that up. I'll be sucking dick to make sure that I have something set aside for something. Like, ain't nobody out here sucking dick just to say that they suck dick. I mean, nobody in their right mind says, like, I'm not cutting in, but no one in their right mind is doing that. No one in their right mind is sucking and fucking just to do it because they're horny and turned on. No one in their right mind, as I said before. So I don't understand it. But like I said, girl, you should be somewhere big, honey. If you doing all that shit, girl, on the average, girl, it's one dick every 6 months for me. Okay, on the average, one dick every 6 months. Okay, and bitch, it's 3 or 4 dicks a day for you, and it's like $5,000. You only pay about $600 a month in bills, so $5,600. You sucked at least 100 penises. And you don't have nothing to show for it, sis. Your parents must be really, really proud of you, sis. Very proud of you. That's all I'm saying. Is the summons of Conjure on the blog spot? It sure is. If you go to the blog spot and you click on, if you go to the blog spot and you click on current deals, you'll see it. It's at the very bottom. Yes, love spells. Well, love spells could last longer than that, and even shorter than that. You have to be able to maintain the work though. You have to be able to maintain the work though. And I always feel this too. If you have love for yourself, how much love you have for yourself will determine how long you can keep and entertain love work. I've done love work for many, not millions. Some of them felt like millions, honey. Hundreds and thousands of people. And people have had great results. And you get the small few that don't. And then I'm like, girl, you don't love yourself. That's what it comes down to. You don't love yourself. Because there's no way I'm going to put up with a nigga that don't love me. Hell, there's no way I'm going to put up with a nigga that don't love himself. And how he love himself, you know how he treat other people. If he love himself, he's going to watch who he dick down. If he love himself, he's going to watch what he puts in his body. So there's no way that I'm going to love a man who don't love himself. So yeah, you don't love yourself. So this love work is not going to work at all, sis. It's not going to manifest at all. At all. You don't love yourself. And then you're trying to attract men who don't love himself. And that's probably why y'all were two peas in a pod and y'all got together in the first place. And then when you're trying to incorporate children and marriage and all that, now, bitch, girl, that's a tsunami waiting to fucking happen. Girl, that's how we see this shit on Snapped and shit. You know, Snapped, when the woman take out her husband and shit. See, that's all that shit comes from. Two motherfuckers that didn't love themselves falling in love. The fuck? I wish I would be a baby soother to a nigga. Girl, bye. I don't need no man that got issues with his mama. No tea, no shade. No thanks. If you got issues with your mama, I'm not the one for you. Bitch, I ain't got time for that, bitch, because it's you or me, and I'm going to be on Snap, bitch. Okay. Aleister Crowley did sex magic for the spiritual experience. Do you think that it could be effective for money magic? Oh. Aleister Crowley did sex magic for all things. Sex magic could be definitely beneficial for money magic. I mean, think about it. How you think strippers manifest all the money they make? How you think escorts? Girl, we got porn stars and we got escorts out there that manifest. And see, I can never take that away from one of these people I know. Okay, one of these trans I know have made millions of dollars sucking and fucking around the world. And we can't take that away from her because she charged for what she did and she's a millionaire. While the people who hate on her have a couple of 100,000, that's probably the most ever managed. And yet they've done the same thing she's done. Maybe not with as many people, but you still gave it to people that you were not in love with. So sex magic can definitely open or definitely make it powerful for money. Definitely sex can be used for money magic. Definitely. I always say that, definitely. You're missing out on it. Oh, Joey, you have sex magic every night. Come on in here, Belizean, Bad and Bruja. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. Come on in here, Belizean. I know that's right. Joey, I know that's right. Listen. Listen, I have to go. I have to go to Walmart. Walmart's customer service closed in about an hour, hour and a half, and I need to return something back. I hate returning shit. I hate going to Walmart and returning shit. I hate that shit with a fucking passion. When I buy something, I expect for it to work. I expect for it to be exactly what it is. And Walmart they're fucking up, man. Like, I'm really going to be wholeheartedly in with Amazon. Okay. Yeah, they do. We have 24-hour Walmarts, but their customer service not 24 hours. You cannot return anything past 10 o'clock. Their customer service is very much like wham, bam, no thank you, ma'am. Okay, and they be waiting too, honey. Don't let it be like 9:47 because they closing shit up. And you're like, wait a minute, honey, isn't it 10 o'clock? Oh yeah, I'm just getting ready. You don't need to get ready, bitch. Get ready at 10 o'clock. Get on my damn nerve, like Dollar Tree that one time, honey. Close that fucking 9 o'clock. It's 8:52, and she gonna talk about no one else could come in. Bitch, y'all close at 9 o'clock. Yeah, but we want to make sure nobody in the store. But you can't do that though. You close at 9 o'clock. That means the doors close at 9. Bitch, if you go into overtime, you go into overtime, bitch. Y'all Dollar Tree, bitch, y'all make at least 1,000, girl, more than that a day. What's at least $2,000 a day? There's no way, girl. There's no fucking overtime. Like, then close your store at 8:30 then. Say it's closed at 8:30 and really don't lock the door until fucking 9:45. See that right there? See that right there? Close really at 8:30. Okay. Say you close at 8:30. Everybody will come in at 8:27. You let those last bit of people in until 8:30. And then after 8:30, ain't nobody else coming in. Why not? And you in the books, you close at 9. And then they act like their store's so big. Ain't nobody get lost, bitch. We know where the shit at that we trying to find. Girl, you got 7 rows. Your building is probably the size of a fucking apartment or 2. Bitch, we know we get. Let us get in and get out. Stop holding it up. Hating ass bitch. They be hating. Listen, they almost see. I try not to read the cute guys, honey, because they try to play that role. They try to play the, they try to give you those puppy eyes and stuff. Hi. So you're like, oh, I can't read him down. But those motherfuckers that be all big and bad. What? Okay, bitch, hold up. God be waiting to come in and read their asses down. When the people be looking sweet and adorable and then you're like, oh, she can't get cussed out with me today. Oh, ma'am. Hi, I just wanted to say I bought a, and it was missing and blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, here you go. Thank you. But when they be like, next, oh, bitch, you come with that type of energy. Okay, bitch. Well, I'm here to return this. And just so you know, that shit was missing. And I'm not a fan of it. And there you go. Do I have the what? I told you this is what came in the fucking package, didn't I? Okay, wait, where your manager at? Bring me a manager. Girl, now we're causing a scene. Yes, girl, you want to be all big and bad, but let me show you who's big and bad. Like, so they be all sweet and stuff. Hi, ma'am. How are you doing today? Oh, that's awesome. Then you're like, okay, let me calm her down. Hi, I'm just wanting to say I'm missing some items. Or, hey, this was the wrong thing in the box. Bam. Let's say when you give me the attitude, bitch, I'm like, you have it. I went over here to this ghetto ass Walmart over here. Honey, everybody ghetto. I don't care nobody say. I don't know who's ghetto or black people, Asian people, Hispanics, or whites. I don't know. Because they all can get it. They all just as ghetto as each other. So I went over there to the ghetto ass Walmart, where they have wiggas, miggas, niggas, and biggas. And iggas. Bitch, I gotta put in there, bitch. They first saw how many items is it? 1. Okay. How many items is it? 1. I said, oh shit, here we go. Bitch, go around. It's a long ass line and have 4 cashiers people. Okay, so what's going on? Excuse me. How long you been in line for? 20 minutes. Oh my God. 20 minutes? And there's 4 people. What's going on? So of course hey, excuse me, everybody walking by. What? I don't know. I'm on my lunch break. I don't know who. I don't know who the manager is. That's the manager. Playing games with you, girl. Okay. So I get up to the front and she's like, I need the receipt and I need the sticker. Okay, this is not the sticker for this item. First of all, okay, don't you start with me tonight, ma'am. The door is right there. When I came in, look at the footage. I came in through that door and I stood in line. Now I'm here. I've been in that line for 20 minutes. So now, here you go. Oh, okay, my bad. I'm sorry. My bad. Okay. Do her thing. Boo. Then she start playing with the coworker. What you know when you get out? Okay, bam. Then one of those side face mop, whatever the fuck she call herself, gonna fix her mouth and say, you need to stop buying $250 vacuum cleaners and you wouldn't have to worry about it. But she said it in a joking way. I said, no, you guys need to stop buying secondhand items and selling it as brand fucking new. Or you guys need to stop taking back returns and putting it back on the motherfucking shelves. And then I wouldn't have to return shit. You think that I want to take time off of my work schedule, waste my fucking gas and my fucking energy by sitting in this hell ass fucking store smelling everybody's funkin' shit, waiting in line to fucking return shit? You think I want to do that? No. So then she's like, oh, okay. So bitch, all of a sudden, girl, they do the thing, give me the money back, bam, 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 whatever, get out. Oh, I just want to say this. The next time you come up in here, please leave your attitude outside of the door. I want to say this. The next time I come up in here, I better not be in a line for 25 fucking minutes, or else I'm calling your store manager, Mr. Choice. Okay, I'm gonna call him. And another thing too, don't ever snatch something out of my hand, bitch, because you on the clock and I'm not. Bye, bitch. And of course, you know, girl, she do a little thing. So you come back in there, bitch. Now they all just or act like they don't see you. Like, bitch, fuck you too. You don't have to be here, just like I don't have to be here. I don't have to buy here, and you don't have to work here. You got a lot of attitude, girl. Join the military. Donald Trump is doing a draft for World War III. Sign the fuck up. Matter of fact, Donald, Uncle Don, how you doing? I want you guys to send a petition out to everybody, since this is this year anyway. Okay. And ask us who we would like to nominate to join the military. First of all, I will nominate a lot of these spiritualists on YouTube because they're so aggressive and they work with demons. So fuck the war, the weapons and shit. We can just put their ass up in there. Let them handle that shit. Second of all, I think all these Walmart or customer service motherfuckers have all these attitudes at these grocery stores, at these Dollar Trees, all that energy. Sus. They need to work in that damn military. They need to work in that army. So you don't got to draft nobody's innocent babies, nobody's brand new child. You go ahead and you draft those hoes because they got a lot of anger built up they can put out on that damn field. I'm for that. They need to go ahead and send that voucher out, bitch. I'll nominate a lot of you hoes. The hours are waffle. I heard that, Queen of Plants. They do. They do. Girl, gonna try to tell me the next time don't buy a $250 vacuum. And I wanted to ask her, do you even use a vacuum cleaner, sis? Because I know a lot of you still use brooms and stuff, and I'm not cutting in because I grew up on that. We didn't have a vacuum cleaner. My stepdad said, no, you're going to use the broom, bitch. So we swept everything. But do you even have a vacuum cleaner, sis? Because you don't look like you own a vacuum cleaner. Hell, you don't even look like you own a washcloth. She had sleep all on her face shit. Every time I said, and don't be buying a $250. Oh, bitch, don't worry about it, girl. I won't spend over $100 in this motherfucking store. Best to believe that. And I will also be sure to let your manager know to review that tape if the cameras are really rolling, because we know they're not. But I will also call your manager, tell them to review the tape. How you gonna tell me, a consumer, not to buy a $250 vacuum cleaner? So like, I need to stop selling $250 vacuum cleaners, and bitch, you don't want me to buy one, bitch. And on top of that, like I said, it's not my fault that you put a used. Y'all, I'll tell y'all right now, that vacuum cleaner had shit already in it. To where I was like, wait a minute, sis. Even the little the Roomba shit, you know, the automatic vacuum cleaner, that vacuum up shit, it was like $400-some. Bitch, I said, oh no, hell no, nope, I don't want it, bitch. Talking about some yeah, what's wrong with it? It won't hold a charge, and you obviously knew that. I told you I bought a drill too that had a kid's instructions to one of those play cameras. And they're going to tell me, oh, that should have been in there. This is brand new. So are you calling me a liar, bitch? Because I don't have kids. So first, are you calling me a liar? Second of all, you think I have time and patience to be up in this store right now to return a fucking $20 fucking drill because you guys put a used one on the shelves? And then she was like, well, maybe it came from the manufacturer. Okay. So, Arm & Hammer, that's not the name of the drill company. I forgot their name. But these motherfuckers, okay, so they're also manufacturing children cameras in the same fucking facility as the drill. And they're putting the instructions of that camera in the box. And they're making sure they're shipping it to Walmart. You know how stupid you fucking sound? Girl, bye. Girl, I said I gotta go. That's the thing. I hate returning shit. It's always the attitude. You know, sometimes they just scan it and they go. You know, when I go over here to the polite stores, you know, when I go over here to River Island and shit, where everybody's millionaires and shit, girl, they're so nice to you. Oh, hi, darling. Hi, darling. Yeah, can I help you? Yeah. No issues. No problem, sis. They don't lock up makeup. They don't lock up electronics. When the store closed, everything closed. When you get over here into the ghettos and shit, girl, you're in prison. Makeup locked down, everything locked down. And they're going to have an attitude with you. Like, excuse me, girl, I've been in this store for 2 fucking hours. And I should have attitude. Bitch, you're on the clock. You've been in this store for 9 hours because you're on the clock. Because one of them try to say, well, how about being here for 9 hours? Bitch, nobody told you to work here. For one, So you better be on the clock for 9 hours. We're talking about a customer. I don't have time for 2 hours, 3 hours to be up in here, bitch. I gotta go. Okay. I gotta go. Okay. So let's get that together. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. I'm telling you, Walmart, they going down. They're going down. They gotta go. I used to love Walmart. They gotta go, honey. Oshun has left the building. She's no longer in Walmart no more. Walmart could change that sun sign into a crescent moon, honey, because they're going down, honey. Like Young Jock said, honey, meet me at the club. It's going down. Bitch, they going down. I'm gonna have to start shopping at Target. Target is never disappointing me. Target has these Zodiac candles. Hold on. Let me show you what Target has, honey. Target done stepped it up. Target got these Zodiac candles. Pisces. They're black. Ooh, girl, I'm so clumsy. Hold on, y'all. They're black. And they have different scents. This smells like Izzy Mizuyaki. I hope I said that right. This smells like a very, oh my God. This smells like one of my mans, one of my ex-mans, honey. I don't know what he had, but it would smell so good. But this is what this smell like. But I also got almost all the Zodiacs, honey. They always out of Sagittarius, and now always out of Leos. But Target, Walmart, when you gonna have this? Sis, when y'all gonna carry these candles? Girl, they have the pyramid cone ones. I'm telling y'all right now, I got them all. They got the large cones, the short cones. They got the tea lights. They got the taper. Bitch, I spent like $89 in that damn store. So Target, and on top of that, they got my Amy's motherfucking baked mac and cheese. So like I said, bitch, Walmart's going down. It's about time that I stop. You know, yes, yeah. I need to start going to Target, honey. I need to elevate myself. Okay, and then after Target, I'll be shopping at Kohl's. You know, Target is under Kohl's. Kohl's is that high-end store, girl. It's up there. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, TC. Honey, TC, yes. Yes, they do. TC, hold on. Damn. Mm-mm. I forgot. Nope, never mind. Listen, I'll show you the next time. They have Zodiac candles just like the one I showed you. They have black tea light candles. They have these beautiful scented ones like Mango Cabana, Tahitian Cashmere. They have these triple layered candles that are like white, gray, and like a dark gray. Imagine that. White, gray, and a dark gray. You're able to do a lot of shit with that candle. It has Jasmine Banquet is the scent. I think it's fresh linen, and it's something else, but they smell so good. You don't even gotta light the candles. Just sit them by you, and you can smell it. So good, so good. Love it, 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 love it. Better than Yankee candles, honey. That's all I'm gonna say. Way better than Yankee Candle, honey. Now, of course, you can't get your candles like this, honey. You got to go get these candles at a specialized candle store. Very cheap too, honey. This was originally $9. I only paid $3 for this candle. $3, girl. We got a lot of these candles, bitch. When I tell y'all, bitch, my walk-in closet got nothing but. I need to dedicate myself to you guys a little more on this. Because I'm not moving all those damn candles. So I need to get rid of those candles. So we need to do more casework. I need to come in and do some more shit. Yeah, because girl, when you do in-person casework, they usually have their own stuff. They usually can get their own supplies. You don't carry shit with you there. When you do stuff on the internet, you buy supplies and you use them. So like I said, I need to get into that because I got so many candles, honey. Like it's taking over. Even my little bookshelf here just have candles galore, like pillars and little votives and just crazy shit, honey. And then Dollar Tree got these right here. Dollar Tree got these right here, honey. These are blue black candles, which are great for causing confusion. But blue black candles, it's very black, but you can see, well, you probably can't see, it has a blue tint to it. There's some gray swirly shit in there and some white. So now you got a designed multicolored candle. And of course, this could be smoke. This could be water, whatever you want to use it for. And what I love about What I love about little big candles like this is you can cut them, you can cut into them deeply. And I don't think these are white coated candles. I think these are actual black wax candles because you know those are better. Some black candles are white coated candles, which are not as effective. But you could do some deep carving in here, honey. You can do a lot of tip with these candles. Love it. Shout out to Dollar Tree. Anyway, y'all, I gotta go. You welcome. Come on in here. Listen, y'all, I gotta go. Two-spiritmystic.blogspot.com, 2aspiritmystic@gmail.com. I have to, yeah. Let me go. I gotta take Anubis out. I'm gonna have to probably give me some coffee. I was supposed to take a motherfucking nap. That ain't gonna happen. Yes, honey. Listen, I'm clumsy TC. I'm a very clumsy person, TC. Trust when I tell you this. I'm a very clumsy person. What's the medical terminology for a clumsy person? Hey, hey, honey. Bring your booty up in here. I have to put my air purifier on, honey. And it's orange. There's a lot of pollen in here, honey. A lot of dust. Uh-huh. Um, 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 Here we go. Oh, I guess a lot of people looked that up. Ugh. Oh, dyspraxia. Oh my God, I have dyspraxia, honey. I have dyspraxia. It is thought that some 10% of the population is affected. And that 70% of them are male. Fuck you, net doctor. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. What the fuck you trying to say? Man, huh? What you trying to say, bitch? Okay? Because none of the men that I've been with been comes. They knew what hole to put it in and all that good stuff. No, stop. Fuck you, net doctor. How dare you, man? Anyway, so I have dyspraxia, y'all. This is sad. This is sad, y'all. I have dyspraxia. Okay, let me stop playing. I don't have that. I'm clumsy sometimes. If I'm too excited, I'm very clumsy. Because I was a clumsy person, I would be in accidents. If I was a clumsy person, I wouldn't have no glass anywhere. I only get clumsy when I get excited and I get careless, carefree. Then I get a little clumsy. Outside of that, I'm not a clumsy person. Okay. Mm-hmm. Come on in here. Listen. Let me go, y'all. Y'all, I have to organize this stuff and I have to get ready and go. It was good chat with all you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by here, honey. And like I said, we'll be back again. Okay, I wasn't going to come back here except for just to answer the question. But of course, I got some information on some Raggedy Ann looking as polka dot wanting can't keep a man if it saved her life ass type of motherfuckers. I said, bitch, let me address that really quickly. But anyway, so we are going to be coming back tomorrow. Yes. Girl, we're supposed to be doing a meeting tomorrow. We're not doing that. So definitely, definitely, honey, I'm coming back because we're not doing that. Okay. We're not doing that shit. Okay. Anyway. Bye for now, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by here. Love and light.